Langsung aja ya kita restream MPL PH. Gas, udah mulai sih. Sepertinya kita sudah terlewat. Langsung saja kita. Waduh.
Maybe that glue would go into the Roam, or excuse me, the EXP, but then they switched it up, which makes it a little bit easier to manage the Paquito as the Hilda. So instead of looking at the center, they look to the side and the presence of the Paquito.
So interesting because, you know, how many times have we seen Ogwin now pick up this glue pick? Whether it was originally planned or they just swerved it out, that's fine. Ogwin, for the most part, he's felt a lot of deaths on it, right, throughout the playoffs so far, and I feel like at the same time, this lineup, this ability to go ahead and bring in the Hilda, to go ahead and allow him and to alleviate some of the pressure on him, will help Team Falcons approach the fights better, because before, it was mostly Ogwin playing up that front side. Flap.
Oh, whoa. Here comes Kyle, holds in Barbiel. Stampedes through the two members of Liquid. JP, check in range. Ogwin spacing him out. They go for the turtle.
Okay, be good. They go for the turtle. Sanji's around the corner. Doesn't have the traction pulse yet. Flap's really low. So Falcons might have to give this up. There's no Phantom Steed either.
Hodges and RWA pulls it out. And in comes JP. Turtle gets reset. Ogwin put down a third of his health. No one to mount this yet. So Flap just forced the flicker back. A lot of ult spent by Falcons this early on.
Looks like it's going to be a win for Team Liquid Philippines and Turtle #1. They don't need to keep the aggression up. They go back into their rotations. I love what I'm seeing from these two so far. It really feels like I'm watching a more chess-like version of MLBB, maximizing every ability, every battle spell, and not giving away a meaningless kill.
Shades of the early exchange from Falcons versus Onyx last night. There was a team fight wherein Haji also pulled out the item a little early, which led to the opponent getting the objective. Falcons gotta fix that.
Yeah, he also had some clutch ones, you know, and so Golden Hour going to be used here. Not sure if there's going to be much. It's mostly on Ogwin. He's going to go ahead and survive that again. This glue tanky enough to deal with some of this early pressure damage.
Yeah, Kimmy plus the Marcel together is like a Granger and a Marcel. You freeze up all of those projectiles you've charged up outside of the Golden Hour. Then once it comes out, a big burst of damage. So as awkward as it is for Ogwin, he needs to prioritize the Radiant Armor here. He needs that extra magic defense to survive the pokes coming in from that Kimmy. Despite them, yes, being a Fredrin and a Paquito, you have to look at the magic defense to keep yourself alive.
Yep, over on the gold lane too, you know, we've talked about the whole golden royale that we had here throughout MPL Philippines Season 17. Super Marco solved that. He, you know, got the upper hand against Severo, who was so impressive throughout the season. And then you have this point where Super Marco on the Claude, the most winningest gold laner, up against a carry who needs more time to go and build up. But so far, we've seen Claude's just play so well in so many different compositions. Super Marco specifically seems to be handling the lane fine against the carry.
It's good also that despite us ending up with a Fred and Leomord matchup, it's not the, okay, everyone just farm up, manage your lanes, and just go ahead and see each other in the turtle. They're still trying to find small wins and skirmishes in the river. More modern style, old school, objective-based MLBB. So yes, we might not see a lot of kills, but we will see a lot of action because of those little trades.
Yeah, I think that's why, again, you know, that K2V for both teams, micro is important, but even the macro, the objectives, we've seen sort of an evolution of the, you know, Turtle and Lord dances.
Neither have to be forgotten. You have to be good on both.
Yeah.
So if Falcons keep slipping up these micro decisions, they're not even going to get to these minute-long Lord dances.
Sanford brought Flap low. Flap got the recall, and now he's coming back.
Oh, Cloud's in. And there's a goal now to stop the turtle take. Down to an eighth of itself. Ogwin spacing out Carl. Sanji wailing away. RWF good. He still secures. And in comes Kyle with a Phantom Steed. Now JP very low. Gets hit with that momentum to the face. And in comes first blood drawn by Sanji. Kyle falls. So does Ogwin. This is looking bad. Let's go to the back line. Super Marco not finding anyone. 3 plus the turtle going over to Liquid.
Just when you thought Team Falcons would pull off that turtle take, they end up losing 3.
Yeah, both retributions coming out early, actually. Carl TZ and Kyle just both had, if I'm not mistaken, maybe less than 100 health on that turtle, which was surprising enough. Sanji being able to get the last hit. So with Team Liquid Philippines getting the last hit on the turtle, they were encouraged to fight. They got that. Now they got a tower up top. They might be able to get a good push down bottom, which means Super Marco's room to farm is starting to run out. Falcons needs to start patching holes here, or Team Liquid Philippines will be able to start stampeding. Considering that this is a Fredrin that is packing the support emblem set, you get more cooldown reduction, and after that, it's brute force breastplate. Even more cooldown reduction, less time getting crowd control. This Fredrin can snowball.
Oh, they baited out a response out of Marco. Like that. Goes in BMI through. 4 members of Liquid down bottom. I was about to say, why would they send Marco away preemptively? When there was a fight, break it up! Blazing the wet in the face! As they take down Sanji! But Stanford knocks out Marco, and the fight continues as Ogwin falls. Flap and Haji wonder, where did Ogwin and Marco go?
Not worth it there on the trade. Super Marco uses Purify, but didn't expect it.
Intercepting the back line as Haji gets taken down. Daddy JP finds him, and now they take down Flap. Flap fighting a losing fight here as the turret falls, so does he.
They just don't stop. Team Liquid finds a moment of weakness and they keep pressing.
Gambaran final MSC pasti salah satu dari mereka masuk final.
Oh my lord, Marco! Appraiser's wrath to the face underneath tier 2.
That is an angry goat if I've seen one.
What just happened to Marco?
And they still keep going as Haji gets taken down. Hogan does find them out. In comes Flap. This is a losing fight. Kyle calls in, but BL gets caught in the golden hour. Oh, how is this going to elapse? As in comes Teddy from the side lanes, and they take down Flap. TLPH, 7.5 minutes in. Are all gas, no brakes? Not what I mean.
This is the Liquid Stampede we have seen all season long. And they're going to go for Kyle.
Will not survive. Sanford's packing dynamite in his hands.
Way too quickly. After that turtle loss, Liquid did everything perfectly with how they managed the map, with Falcon sending Marco to bot. Teddy was free to push, and you saw the chain of kills. This is just excellence in execution by Liquid. Good old Stampede.
Man, again, looking at this, an 8,000 gold lead around the 8-minute mark is something you don't often see.
Liquid are proliferating gold like they want to buy RAM.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Can I get some of that?
Can we all get some of that? Right now, Team Falcons has had enough of it. They're looking for more.
Butterbeal called in by Kyle. There was just a feint as Liquid looks for more elsewhere on the map.
Okay. They're really tough. Falcons, they have to find this weird balance of getting their utility items, but getting their good items to start chipping away at Team Liquid Philippines. Can't use Restream.
There's the pulse, and Flap taking a face full of hits from Sanji. JP looking to catch him in the platinum snap, and they let go.
Yep, they're going to let go of that one, but again, they're going to go ahead and get a turret. Whoa, Sanford!
Kyle! Running away from Terry Bogard! Come down and ban! Sanford finds another! And they continue to pressure. Carl Easy, Appraiser's Wrath. 3v4.
Kalau udah pakai Fredrin Code bacok.
Caught out once more!
The jabs and the combos are so clean from Sanford on this Paquito.
It's poetry in motion. It is the greatest orchestra you've never heard, yet you see. You feel it in your soul. Yes, I gotta glaze Liquid right now, because what the hell are we seeing? This is some beautiful execution from Team Liquid. Macro, micro, everything is going perfectly for the cavalry.
You have to look across the board in these lanes here, just how massively ahead every single department. At this point, Team Liquid has game one under wraps. You know, this is so difficult for Team Falcons to keep up with because you're going through this kind of deficit, this kind of difference in economy that even if you're trying to go ahead and send your frontline guys, they're just punching bags at this point. They're sure kills for TL.
Everything that follows from here is just procedure. Unless something goes very drastically wrong for Liquid, Falcons are not going to come back from this.
Yeah.
Haji only has a glowing wand, still on the way to his second item. Even a divine glaive would not help him out right now. A massive lead between the two gold laners, with Teddy sitting at over 2,000 against the Claude. Still doesn't have the Trinity, but even with the Trinity up, you're still going to be waiting for the next item after that. what Liquid has done here is an evolution of what we've seen of the
Coba
double
kita, guys.
marksman, double carry style of strategy, because they have an EXP laner that is much more high damage dealing and fast at rotating. It speeds up.
Okay, Agi pops that real world manipulation
Sabar,
in,
brother.
hopes to defend.
Just
Sanford
cari
inside,
dulu.
compromising Flap as they switch
Okay.
targets over to the inhibitors.
Lanjut
Falcons can keep their
saja.
inhibitors. Liquid is taking the disciplined route.
Yep, they'll keep them up. Base turrets,
12.000
though, can take some damage
loh.
here.
Menit
TL with this
berapa?
kind of
Menit
lead looks to go
10.
ahead and potentially take down
Dibantai
a base
banget.
turrets off of this too. They know the RWM is used. We'll see if Haji gets it back. There's the mid turret going to be worked on.
Kelar.
Kyle taking hits from
Fix.
Sandy. Down goes that mid lane inhibitor,
Win.
and Ogwin getting annihilated. Super Marco blazing duet. Backwards as the golden
Padahal itu
hour
tank lah.
is brought out by JP. Teddy
Ribet
takes
ya.
down the bottom lane, top lane left. The only bastion for Falcons. Their base is about to get stormed.
Got the wave in mid. I don't know if I can recall
cepat
seeing
sih.
this kind of
14.000
lead in the MPL Philippines Season 17 yet. 14,000 gold under the 12-minute mark is absolutely insane for Team Liquid on this Stampede in Game 1. Team Falcons hold on to one base turret.
Ngeri
What do
banget.
they do here? Is this one of those situations where you have to start
15
just thinking,
sudah
we got to go
pasti sih.
again?
Buat
Yeah,
kita
they have
brother.
to turtle it out, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're already thinking, oh, go next.
Yeah.
See what we can do so that we don't end up with that kind of lineup again from Team Liquid PH. And, well, if you want to look back at history with gold gaps like these, Falcons is the only team in MPL PH history to make a comeback down 16,000 gold. Was that 2 seasons ago or last
Against
season?
Aurora.
Yeah, against Aurora. Do they have another DNA? But then this Liquid
Okay.
team is just different, man. This
Marcel,
lineup,
huh?
it's way too difficult to make a comeback through. Again, it's a double carry with a somewhat carrying the EXP.
ORWM trying to put down JP. Ogwin gets the mount, they pick
Kelar.
off Daddy
Udah
JP.
kelar.
Flap gets taken down by Teddy, and Super Marco barely survives.
Oh,
They were
win-nya
one. They just
dikejar
want to chase
kok.
Ogwin down. At least that move right there buys Team Falcons some time in the game.
Oh, there's the pause
Inabot
thrown
ya.
out to cancel the
Gitu-gitu.
conceal. Ogwin with a split.
Dah,
Wasting
tinggal
time
lor.
here.
Dah. Kelar.
Throws out the gluing.
Clear.
Krabby Patty sits, and he's already wasted more than a minute of Liquid's time. I think this is mission
way.
accomplished for Ogwin.
Lagi dong.
One more! Ogwin does the impossible! A 1-for-1 trade! Where the hell did that come
Mati
from?
loh.
That's only the 3rd kill. They're probably not
Nggak
going to
nyangka
get a
tuh.
lot of it.
Nggak
But
nyangka tuh
holy
dia.
crap, Ogwin!
Bakal
That
mati.
was pretty cool.
Dinaikin.
That was the most Patrick Star thing I've seen so far.
Tapi sama aja brother,
Another pulse thrown
masih
out.
mereka
Flap
megang gol ya
just
tuh 10.000
Scrambling to get
gimana
into
cara
a
masuk
bit of brush there. I'm still not over
Sanfordnya
how
udah
he did
sakit.
that.
Hey,
There are Falcons to my right and then
Kelar sih
behind
udah
us laughing.
lanjut game
Yes.
2 sih.
They're probably thinking we're still probably going to lose this game, but at least we got that.
at least we got to see that. Hey, maybe this is brings it to a point. Can Team
Game ada
Falcons go for
carry.
just the Hail Mary play and try to take out the Lord in a retry steal?
Hey, they shaved off 3K.
They did. Small baby step,
Gotta mean something.
small Patrick step in the right direction, man.
Kelar.
Imagine, what if that is the turning point of a comeback? I mean, probably not, but
Saya mamanya.
cool. Falcons
Aman
can't
sih.
even get any opening of the map because Liquid are still taking care of their map. They realized that Falcons would still want to get the tower up top, so instead of sending a 5-man around the Lord pit, you don't need it. They keep
Bagus,
Sanford there, and Sanford was more than
Kelar.
enough to stop Falcons from trying to even push up top.
Yeah, I like this. Of course, the build that Sanford's going, because we've seen a couple different versions of the Paquito right now. So he's just got the wings, the Oracle for some defense, but he's able to go ahead and pump out enough damage too, just because of the damage items he got.
In hindsight, most Paquitos just build the same way at the end.
Yeah.
It's just what you prioritize first. And here, Sanford said, you know, I'm going for knockouts. He started to build damage first now.
Gimana
Liquid looking
cara
to siege that tier 3 up top. Count easy very low. Flap easy looking for it. And it comes
Udah clear
Barbiel.
sih, clear,
Blazing
clear.
duet by Marco. Compromising one and goes easy full.
Udah gas.
Golden Hour able to save him. RWM. Fine.
Marcel itu.
No one as Kyle falls before anything else could happen for Falcons.
Satu
Okay, so
lagi yang
Falcons
mati.
keep going on
Mana,
the
Cok?
Fredrin. Wait, hold on, sorry.
Wait.
Conceal used, JP going for the back.
Going for it.
Sleepy.
There's a tracking shot. Lord still standing. Super Marco and Flap use everything to try and take care of this wave. Lord wailing away. Sanji blasted the
Oh,
Falcons,
udah
and
clear,
that's
clear.
it. Liquid
Gigi.
versus the Lord.
Ya
Take it,
hits
game 1.
game pertama ya.
Dominant, almost
Lanjut game 2. Oke, lanjut game 2 ya. Lanjut game 2. Jadi kita lihat dulu brother. Oke. Mana guys? balik. Lagi. Sabar ya, kita setting ya. Mic-nya terlalu kecil coy, kenapa? Cek. Wait. Gak juga sih. Cek. 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 Lihat ini. Halo? 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 Gak juga sih. Tahu lah men. Pening saya. Pening saya. Pening saya.
We'll see. With the Eve being banned, this tells us na may Jushin pa na pwede nilang kunin. So siguro ang way nila para sagutin yung Esmeralda is not through heroes, pero parang dun sa mga rotation. Kasi nga naman, in fairness with the Esmeralda, mahina siya in the first 8 minutes of the game. Hindi pa siya ganun ka hirap i-deal with. But when pag dumating na tayo din sa point na gano'n, doon na siya magiging problema. So siguro ganun yung magiging sagutin ng TLPH. And how do they achieve that? Have a strong mid. Hilda and Jushin yung pwede nilang kunin, or the Khalid plus the Jushin para mataas yung kanilang mga kanilang early game potential. So Falcons might just go for the Hilda ban as their last ban, o kaya naman yung Jushin. Or the Khalid, I mean. There is the Khalid. So Hilda yung matitira dito para sa TLPH.
Yeah, they leave it open. I was also thinking about the Hilda because even though may shields din yan occasionally na may expect mula sa kanya, ay ito naman yung kumbaga magiging katumbas na rin naman ng Marcel. And that was something that really enabled them to go for that kind of rotation nung game number 1 kanina for Liquid. Yung napaka-fast-paced na beginning. Atas again. Okay.
So I think this is Kimi and Hilda na kung ganito yung banning. Pero meron ding angulo nung Selena or Mr. Sanji. I'm thinking Kimi, tapos Selena yung mga options yan. There is still the argument for the Zushin. However, Falcons gonna be looking for a flex pick dito. Pwede sila yung mag-Hilda, actually. Para nakawin nila dito. At the same time, there's the high loss that they can also pick up. But the benefit from the Hilda, nakita naman natin na pwede siyang gamitin sa XP at roam. Pero this time kasi may SB na sila. So, nanakawin yung Zushin.
Okay. Now I'm thinking if willing din sila na hayaan na lang ang Hilda, the glue option for Owen is also still available. So I think that will also be a potentially great response if ever they do proceed with the Hilda.
I think Hylos Kimi yung best answer dito para sa TLPH. So what you achieve from the Hylos is yung Glorious Pathway, so hindi kayo masuslow down, makakapiglas kayo dun sa Zushin. And additionally, yung makukuha mong damage from the Kimi, eventually magiging enough siya against Esmeralda. At maganda pa sa Kimi, strong lane siya up against Zushin. Right? So I feel like this is the answer for TLPH. Siguro yung outlier dito is high loss plus the Selena. And the glue as well. And the Gord pa rin. Interesting. So this leaves them susceptible sa Hilda from Ogwen. Especially because they just picked up this Gord. So parang pwede nilang constantly guluhin dito.
I can only imagine kung ano ang magiging stress na pagdadaanan mo with the Hilda Esmeralda. Potentially trying to always break your formations as Liquid, considering that they picked up this Gord, which is again a very positioning reliant mid laner. And you have all these high mobility heroes that Falcons have picked up so far.
This is so interesting kasi parang mag-rely na lang din sa damage ng TLPH sa kanilang mga windows of opportunities.
Oh!
Okay. What is that? That is...
Padang.
Oh, okay. So, hindi ko kasi kita from dito. But it's the Padang.
Badang.
Which is generally good versus the Gord. Alam mo, ito ata ang game na maipapanalo ng Falcons from the early up until the late game. I think their draft is complete. Wala yata masyadong makakahawak dito sa Esmeralda. The only threat is the Gord in the early stages para sa Falcons, but they have the Padang for that one. So, I'm gonna give this game to Falcons.
On top of the fact na majority of the damage, I guess you would expect in terms of magic muna sa side ng Team Liquid Philippines. So, naririnig ko na ang side ng Falcons! Excited na ba kayo for game number
Lawan.
2!
Okay.
Paano naman ang cavalry? Ibato na natin sa ating mga casters.
Here we go, game 2 upon us. Team Falcons got smacked in the face in game 1. This draft, I have to agree, should be able to go ahead and solidify a win here in game 2. And I have to say it too, man. As a Gordon main, yeah, I'm a little scared of this lineup that Team Falcons brought.
Yes.
Theory, on paper, very good. Double support emblem, you get one of the XP, one of the badang, so they get way much faster cooldown reduction at the same time. Shields for themselves.
Ooh, that right there.
Good aggression in the mid by Ogun and Haji, knowing that they have the prio. But then how well will Falcons fare for Turtle 1s to 2? Because that's where they got trumped in the last one. If they do better then yeah, they can coast.
Uh-oh. Throwing out that projectile. Sanji spots 3. Kyle comes through. Force flicker out of 2 here. Already Liquid get flushed out of their own side. But Carl Easy, the GOAT, slowly but surely mirroring the steal, and he gets away with it.
Oh, he gets away with it too.
Oh, and
and he got that.
Got that too.
That's not good if you're Team Falcons. They spent way too much time trying to mirror what Carl Teasy was just doing freely, right?
Yeah.
You can see that kind of minor delay is going to have an effect on Kyle for now.
Which is why I thought that after that Golem invade, Kyle would go to his own Lizard so that when he could clear Lizard, get Orange, then get Beetle, that's when he'll hit level 4. But, well, he decided to turn his rotation around. Then again, the Turtles spawning here. Still not that much dire straits here for Falcons. Let's just see if Kyle will be able to hit level 4 with this Lizard take. As Carl is already level 4. Yeah, he should be good. He should be good.
So he'll be okay for the first turtle. And, you know, part of this, again, is playing into the fact that you've got a lot of crowd control if you're Team Liquid Philippines. That's why there's 3 Purifies over here for Team Falcons. That's going to go ahead and help them solidify some of these team fights early on, especially. They've got control of the first turtle. Kyle will work on that while the rest of TL is in the zone. Carl Teasy will go ahead and walk up on this Fredrin, see if they find out for it.
Sanford taking that white brush to the right. Quick knock up onto JP. Oakland steals the turtle. And now JP running away very low. Crimson Beacon on the Sanji. Smashes Chalkies in the middle of 3. Carl with a fade away. A Razor's Wrath. Still gets taken down, but Kyle gets faded out 4. Super Marco early rotation. Blazing to it underneath tier 1. 1-for-1, but Falcons get the turtle.
Yeah, really good there that Sanji was able to get the missile projectile in the gush onto Kyle to secure that kill. Falcons would be able to get the turtle though. Still, Liquid got to balance it out. The EXP lane Flap had to rush the Dreadnought armor because he is backing the support emblem. It's good, but the bad thing is you're not as tanky. You're very squishy. You get faster shields, but the Paquito can delete it.
Whoa! Speaking of, Sanford comes through. There's the crack and the punish from Falcons as Ogwin takes down 40.
I'm glad to see the Badang in action here in the hands of Ogwin, who suffered a whole lot in game 1. Now he's up 2-0, helping the tempo with this lineup from Team Falcons as they continue.
Flap right on Carl Deasy's face. He knows how to play against this Fredrin. Appraiser's Wrath, but still Flap wants more.
Yeah, just sending him back. Kyle will be able to get the beetle here. Carl still makes it to his orange. So looking at the draft picture, wait, Ogwin.
Oh, no. Mounted by Daddy JP. Flickers back, some shields, keeping him topped up. He's taking Daddy JP all the way this deep. And now Ogwin gets a shield, survives. Crimson Beacon from Haji. Flap dancing around, JP will live.
Yeah, he knows he can survive, so that's why JP just went all the way there. He still had his flicker. 25 seconds until the next turtle. Kyle needs to regen some health, get his own buffs down. Carl Teasy. I think you have to watch out for mainly the Gord and the placements of Haji on this Juicin. My eyes are on the 2 mid laners heading into this next turtle. Well, of course, watch out since it is spawning closer to the gold lane. Teddy and Super Marco can join in the fray. Could become a big 5v5.
I like what Wolf was mentioning in the draft, and you know, again, I know for international viewers that's in Filipino, but what he did mention is that there's no way for TL that they draft those first, you know, heroes that they had in the first phase that are so shield dependent. You got an Esmeralda across from you. Is the Gord the plan to go ahead and help deal with this? Is there something else to deal with Flap before you answer that fight?
Kyle jumps on to Sanji. Sanji brings out the ordnance, gushing through. Carl secures the turtle, but Sanji falls. Kyle gets him. And there's a wall put up, a crack, and Kyle just barely sidesteps away, but Sanford finishes the job. Liquid are pushing Falcons once again to fight, goading them into more aggression.
Yeah, to answer your question, Team Liquid Philippines definitely gave that, knowing that they'd be going up against an Esmeralda. It's just, if you look at the firepower of Liquid, there's a lot. That despite you being able to make a lot of shields as an Esme, the only other pick that's stopping Sanford is the Batang. But the Batang also has to mark, well, the Harith, the Gord, even the Glue in some ways, but mainly the Fredrin. That it's not like the Kufra Esmeralda game they had against Onyx Philippines. It's a little bit, just a little bit easier for Sanford to get crafty with the angles that he's approaching from.
Yeah, this is another thing too. Both gold laners have essentially been able to go ahead and do what they need to farm up. They got an assist, of course, throughout that last team fight, but still they're neck and neck in terms of farm here. We'll see how they play in part here. Because especially for Super Marco, you know, he's got his DHS, he can be there for the next turtle. Both gold laners can, as we see this breakout. But another thing too for Team Falcons is this is that lineup, similar to what we were saying, where that lineup in game one, they should have played, you know, maybe a little bit slow, but they just didn't get a chance to. Well, this, I feel like they're keeping the pace under control against Team Liquid. And that's the best case scenario for them with this kind of lineup. It's just more so also,
Kyle gets caught up, and here comes Ogwin to save him. And now Haji responds as well. Carl Teasy put down to a third. Crimson Beacon. Carl Teasy dashes back. Close call. Not much from Falcons here. They're not gonna force it.
Yeah, they know they couldn't force it because they didn't have the minion wave.
Oh, the gosh, right on Ogwin's face. No way he survives this. The master gets slain.
Did they not expect that there would be members of Liquid there? Because they just committed a big four-man. Most teams already know that there are going to be bodies. I know he was checking, but you're up against a Gord.
This is the problem, right? This is what we were talking about, is the amount of crowd control that you have. And again, you have Fear Fines, but if your flicker is gone, Ogun gets punished. So what that results to is the last turtle going to the hands of Team Liquid. The gold lead's going to shift, although it is just pretty minuscule. It's nothing too big, but TL, you'll see them start to go ahead and put pressure on the side of jungle for Team Falcons up to this point. Flap and Kyle, though, they want to go for this tier 1.
Oh, looking for that surge. It looks like 40's happy to just waste time. And Super Marco gets taken down. Max range on that gush, and all this while, they've been working on taking down the Apex Predator. Sanford does fall, but at what cost?
Yeah, the minion wave couldn't stand long enough for Falcons to break the tower. Marco got taken down topside. Not a good trade for Falcons.
Round 2. In mid, Hogan puts up a wall, but JP is hell-bent on getting a mount. There's a crack. JP flickers back.
All right, JP's got to flicker out. This is going to be a tier 1. Kyle will go ahead and knock that down, man. They spent a lot of time at trying to get that objective. They will end up opening up the map a little bit, but also top side, look what happened, right? Their tier 2 took some damage. They pretty much mirror what TL is doing is mirroring what Team Falcons wants to do. And so it puts them in the situation of where do we put our guys? Where do we put our rotations more? And where's more important for Team Falcons?
Yeah, what's annoying right now for Falcons is if you... We actually have numbers here with total damage dealt, damage taken. Very even in the gold, close enough. It's the total control time. 45 seconds for Team Liquid so far, just 23 for Falcons. So that extra amount of control that Liquid has is what's giving a lot of difficulty for Falcons in the fight. Yeah. It still could be brought closer, not that far off in terms of the gold. But they need to see if they can start getting more gold on this Juicin specifically, because Sanji is starting to run away with the lead.
Oh, point blank gush without any warning. A volley right in Marco's face. They catch Ogwin, forces Flicker out of it. And now he answers with a crack. Haji looking to choke him up, but Sanji will finish the job. JP goes up, and there's a trade 1-for-1.
Good trade. They deal with that at least, but this is going to be a problem trying to work against all these amount of crowd controls and stuns that TL has.
Whoop! Flap here. Caught in the crowd control. And there it is, another gush plus a Salmon Force. Might have been overkill. That's not what Falcons was looking for.
After all of that, Liquid still has almost double the total crowd control time. 53 seconds to Falcons 27.
Oh, look at that damage.
They force RG back. Another Crimson Beacon wasted. Liquid are looking to secure the Lord here. Down to an 1/8 of its health. Kyle looking to steal. Goes through the back, and Carl Teasy gets that Lord to wear a Liquid jersey.
This is the problem. Oh, Ogwin in trouble again.
He's caught between the walls. 11 floor plus gush. The GOAT secures the kill. And now they go for Kyle's purple.
Oh, man, those projectiles just stopping them in their tracks. Purple's still there for Kyle to take. They pulled off of it. Sanji, quite low, has to get out.
Couldn't finish the job. Sanji will live, staying here, hiding in the Y brush. A Brazer's Rat knocks out Flap. Talking about knockouts. Sanford looking for more, forcing a defensive. Turn, but Sanford will find Marco with a brrrr. Blazing duet, taking down 40. There's the shutdown.
Yeah, Falcons needed to get something there because this is getting completely out of hand already. We talked about Turtle 2 and Turtle 3. That has extended up to Lord 1, with which Liquid was able to get freely, as we saw. Falcons will be able to stop this from getting any charges. Still somewhat close, but they're putting all of their eggs now on Super Marco at this point. Haji does have a Sky Piercer. Don't believe the graphic. That's only supposed to be one Sky Piercer. We're okay here. Don't worry. That's not two. There's not a new build you don't know about. But it seems like the drafting philosophy of Liquid for this series is just pack a lot of crowd control against a team that has a really good team fight. They've respected Falcons' ability to fight, what they showed off against Onyx, and they realized we can just bring back an old favorite. Spam Fredrin, pair it up with even more crowd control, damage EXP, old school favorite in a Paquito, and which is why this was an important match for Falcons to, a game for Falcons to win. Because if they won this, then they're thinking already, okay, we still have an answer to Paquito. If even after the Esmeralda, even after the Badang, they still cannot take out the Paquito, then they have to start committing bans to take it away from Sanford.
Yeah, they won't want to take that away. They're trying to hold on to what they can in their base here. But this is the thing. Now you got a Divine Glaive.
Another projection plus gush combo puts Flap at half.
Yeah, that Divine Glaive last pickup is enough. You know, it's been the Glowing Wand and the Lightning Tranchant, and Sanji's already capped up 5 kills. So what more now? And it's so surprising to see, again, you know, Carl Teasy picking up the Fredrin back-to-back after what we saw even in the last games. We saw,
another gush comes through, taking down Ogwin, just like that. Kyle Teasy can't even sniff his purple.
Yeah, and Ogren knew that he didn't need to commit his ultimate there to try and salvage that. It would have been too difficult for Falcons to take that fight. Marco, ouch.
All right, shield's gonna pop here. Down on the bottom side, again, TL now, it's 4,000 ahead for them. And it seems like Team Falcons is in that same situation that they were in Game 1, where it's like they just have to respond to TL, you know, putting the pressure wherever they decide to. How do you get around these projectiles? How do you get around those little mini crowd controls that this lineup that TL has?
Oh, it's even tough to say because you already have the Purifies. But then even if you Purify, there's already a good chance Sanji is blasting you. It's a cop-out, but play better. Out-execute them. Liquid are just really executing. Falcons, theoretically, we said it, have all the tools that they need. It's just how do you execute that when the other team is just so good at it?
Kyle is so far off. I don't think he can make it back in time. They've already picked a fight with Flap and Haji. Flap here is gonna get taken down very, very quickly. Crimson Beacon by Haji. 40%. Kyle and Ogwin. There's no way. There's no way. Sanford flickers back.
Sanford buys enough time in the 1v2 while TL took out Flap.
Oh my lord, another gush. Crimson Beacon. Kelly helps Sanji finish the job. And just like that, another message sent and received. This lord belongs to Liquid.
Go next, Sanford, perfect placement. Put himself in right bush mid. Waited for Ogwin and Kyle. Liquid read their rotations. This is a Liquid that just knows everything that's going on. They expect what you're gonna do next, and they already put themselves in the perfect place to answer it.
Rennie, I'm gonna have to agree with you, man. And I'm pretty sure some of the chat's saying it too. You know, ban the Paquito or take the Paquito away from Sanford.
Yep.
The amount of value and efficiency that he's having on this pick is too much for TL right now. And maybe even again, you know, considering how do you get through all this? You have Purifies, you have to outplay them, but every single time they approach a fight that's started up by that stun, you lose someone.
Just like that, in a snap, Flap easily gets erased off the map.
And he's supposed to be a tanky hero here with this, but when you're just burnt through like that by the Mediashare.
Diamond forward, Ogwin flickers back, just to save himself. Lord still standing, more than half health. Carl Easy catches Haji, Crimson Beacon flicker back. Super Marco wailing away, taking care of the Lord. But Liquid will continue to push in, demolishing that mid lane inhibitor.
All right, base turrets still one stands for Team Falcons. They'll hold on to it. But TL,
Oh, another gush. Kyle Deasy surges back.
another stop.
And Ogwin gets picked up once more. Teddy is on a rampage.
Absent mo.
Oh, blazing duet from Marco plus the freeze. JP here flickers back. Go easy.
Ribat
Wheeler
buat.
appraiser's wrath of all appraisers' wrath.
What?
Right down
What?
Marco. Kyle looking for more double kill for him. Kyle Deasy
Thank you.
shut down. Kyle goes down.
What?
Knockout strike and Haji versus 2. And there's the wipeout. The KDA machine gets 3 stacks.
The machine says, not in my house. We're not going down with a fight. I thought Carl Deasy delivered the dagger with that taunt, with the Appraiser's Wrath, perfect to delete Marco in an instant. But then Falcons swing back with Kyle through Haji. Signs of life for the Falcons.
A messy fight there for Team Liquid, potentially trying to end the game off this push. Look at the replay here, how this planned out.
Winter Crown blazing duet. When he gets out, the taunt is perfect. And with all the damage Carl Deasy took, it is an instant delete on the Claude. But Kyle went in perfectly. Since Teddy already committed the Zaman Force, when they went for that initial push, he didn't have it. And then Falcons just countered through their juice in, which now has 3 stacks on the Sky Piercer.
A millisecond of hesitation would have led to this ending.
Yeah.
Right then and there. But Haji said, nah, not like this. From Red side last night,
Jadi sangar
starting
lah.
game 4. No, game... Yes, game 4.
Game 4, yep.
Yep,
Game
they
4.
started to clap it back. This could be that.
Hey, Renmar, I think they just went with the, what we mentioned. They just got to play better. Well, when that team fight, they played better. But this is the problem. The Lord still controlled by Team Liquid. Does Team Falcons take that? Do they just
Team
defend and
Falcons.
they're going to try to get a range here?
Haji looking for the choke out.
Dapat buat, Cok.
Gets deleted. He
Ribat
was hoping on
buat.
a dream and they're a man
Mati
down.
dong.
Ogwin gets
Mati lagi
mounted
dong.
by Daddy JP.
Oh, the
Absent.
timing with a Mystic projectile
Perfect.
was on
Absent.
point to take out Kyle.
Ogwin is out.
Udah,
It's a
udah.
3-man
Clear,
defense
clear.
for Falcons.
Sige.
Liquid can smell it.
Yung
Liquid
dua
are
masih
slowly
LTS.
galloping towards their
Yang buat.
base.
Endable.
Yep, they got a wave pushing in. They're going to try to defend.
Gush forcing out the Crimson Beacon and Sanford takes down Haji. The base is up next.
Maju
Marco with the
banget.
blazing duet, the Hail Mary play. Minions get wiped out,
udah
but
clear.
Liquid takes down Flap. And just like that,
Sige.
Liquid take another 2-0.
Lanjut game 3.
Hope looked bright, but Liquid decided to stampede the Lord.
Lanjut game 3, tapi kita break dulu, bro. Oke. Oke, lanjutkan saya. Oke, 250. Oke. Yes.
They're gonna go the Fred.
They steal away Carl DZ.
Okay.
Fredrin.
It's
Aman
their
aja.
turn to do
You gotta
it.
play something else, Carl. That's what they're saying.
Setengahnya bisa lah.
Yep, as expected, Liquid are just going to go ahead and rush that favorite pick for them. And
Campur
they've gone up
ban.
against lineups like these. So it's not going to be the Harley, Leo
Chill
Morgan
lagi ya.
Still, it seems like Falcons are going to be playing... And you know what? No, they don't need to play the slower game. They can still play that faster game. Just execute it a little bit better because, hey, Liquid were able to do it in the first 2 games where Fredrin was the one
Mana?
dictating the tempo.
Clear.
Just make sure it's paired up with a really good roamer that can match its aggression, maybe even its damage.
Dah. Clear.
Okay.
The problem is they get clawed.
Claude, Phobius, Harley right now for Team Liquid Philippines. And again, that Phobius, I know everyone remembers what happened, right? Just a few nights ago, 5-man Dark Wave that Sanford was able to do on the Phobius here. Definitely something to think or consider if you're Team Falcons on not getting that set up. But also, the Harley's been kind of slept on, man. The past couple games, even yesterday's matches, Harley wasn't picked up as much. And so now you have that. This is going to be a very different tempo also for Contizi playing with Harley, which will then just give space to Teddy, which is Claude's one of his heroes that he likes to go ahead and be that steady Teddy that we've seen throughout the season. Give him time to farm up and get to where he needs to be.
They either have to get Harith or pick it up later. Yes, much better pick this time. Team Liquid can just ban out Harith because you still have a good opportunity at hero. I can't remember it. It's almost there.
Tinggal kita.
Excuse me. Carry can still be picked up here by Super Marco. Now, if both get banned out,
Aman aja.
that might actually hurt Liquid because he's still...
Flash.
Flappage is going to end up with a really good hero that can mess up Liquid's lineup.
Yeah.
I think though Falcons needs to ban the Valentina and then ban the Gord also, which would leave probably something like a Kimmy for Sanji.
Yeah, Kimmy. What else did Sanji end up playing here? If it's not, yeah, you said Valentina being banned out too would help, but a couple other options. At least for Sanji, you know, I don't know if you want to play the Luier. There's the Gord ban you talked about, so Gord will come through.
Draftnya.
Flaps has a deep pool of EXP leaders that he could go for. If they want to really be aggressive and zone aggressively for the early objectives, I think a Yu Zhong is going to be warranted. So Liquid might want to eye banning that out. If they're okay with dealing with it,
Skin kita bagus ya, minuman.
if Falcons does ban the
Sini
Valentina,
atau
Sora
yang
might show up.
Sini. Udah.
Lapu Lapu is still an option also for Flap.
Yeah.
You need that strong burst
Yang
damage to send the
di
Claude and the Harley back.
SB aja.
Heroes that are squishy and love to dive don't want to go up against heroes with really strong burst.
Do they just want to, they don't even worry about the Harith just going over to Super Marco. It's like, that's going to be the matchup between the Claude. So they're going ahead and focus down on the XP lane options. The Uranus being taken out. What else would help this other than the Lapu Lapu? Maybe what, the Terizla? Something to help lock down, or do you want, is that just too slow at that point?
I feel like it's too slow, but then with you being up against a Phobius, still might be okay. Because you don't need to, you cannot pick up the fast clearing, fast rotating heroes like the Benedetta or the Paquito anyway. I'm usually not a fan of the Terizla.
Yeah.
Over time, I realized it really doesn't do much. It's really just a big wall.
They really want to play the Harith. just to make sure they cover the grounds. They take out the Moskov here. No Moskov being picked up. Falcons might just pick up the Harith now and wait for that XP lane option based on the last 2 picks for Team Liquid.
Oh, that crowd is going wild. We're having a draw-off between the 2 fan bases.
Yeah, I was just saying, I can't even hear myself think. Oh, no wonder. They've got buffs in front.
Oh, that's why.
Clear.
Oh.
Who's gonna fight Nimadar?
Wih, siapa tuh?
Where's Super Mars?
What is the cosplay there? Is that a cosplay? Like, is that supposed to be a certain hero, or is that just...
Is that a paint?
Pari ya.
Oh,
Pari.
that very well
Pari.
could be a
That's my best guess.
Yeah.
There's the carry.
Yep.
Good
Carry
pickup.
gets picked up.
A very tight box information. Yu Zhong to round out the draft. The thing is, the Valentina is most likely going to get through, but Liquid are also thinking about the Kimmy. Tough choices here for Liquid. But they go Juicing and High Loss together. Sanji looked very happy with the trade that they got at the center.
This is, I think they're very well capable of, because of these picks, fighting into the real world manipulation if they want to.
Alice actually still open. There's either the Alice or Yuzhong for me. I just, for Falcons, they need big AoE, really good dive. Oh, even the Sora's open if they want even more damage.
With no threat of a Valentina.
With no threat of a Valentina over there. Still, some players are not that fond of picking up the Sora against the Phobias.
That's right, I was just going to say, I prefer the other two. I would rather Alice or Yuzhong. Just clear straight lines through the back.
Unless that Hilda's already going EXP, but up against the Phobias.
Could be the swerve.
It's one of the heroes that we posted earlier. You need that strong, big sense of burst against heroes that are squishy and love to entry. The Harley, the Claude, because that forces you to either BMI out, cancel your ultimates, not make the most out of your ultimates.
Yeah, I think this is what they needed.
Game ketiga.
Man, it is erupting in here in the Champions Arena right now. Team Falcons gotta get a win under their belt. Otherwise, I feel like if TL gets the game here, they're at championship point. It's going to look very grim. We're going to be jumping into the game. Game 3 upon us as Team Falcons have what they need to get a win under their belt. This is a different approach from what we've seen before. But again, as it is so important for the macro, we need to see the micro, the early game in control for Team Falcons as we jump into the Land of Dawn.
This is the time for Falcons to take a game. It seems like the draft has evolved and it has gotten to the point where now even Liquid acknowledged that they could have just go ahead and pick up the Paquito again because Falcons would have been ready for that. So they had to be proactive in changing things up. But you saw Liquid a little bit slower with their decisions in the draft here. A lot more thinking. This is the best shot for the Falcons to turn it around.
Yeah, Falcons can make this happen again with this kind of pressure that they have with Ogrun on the hill, like we've seen before. You know, you should be able to go ahead and get a good early game starting. Not only that, but allowing Super Marco to, wow, they're already duking it out. This is what we've seen actually between the gold laners in the current meta, just doing their own thing, fighting each other, potentially going for 1v1 plays like we've seen early on. That's not going to happen here. Flap, like you mentioned with the Lap move, going to be pretty big here. It does get the XP.
Yeah. Wow, the crowd appreciates the micro superiority that Flap showed in that sequence.
Yeah, cross the blades.
On the backswing is when he got it.
Yeah. There is that second proc of damage going back. A little underrated thing about the Lapu Lapu. I also like the little micro capability showing from Sanji. In fact, he got the lift on the Hilda, but decided not to bring it closer to them because it would have messed up the juicing and the high loss together. Just kept it up there, you know?
This is why we were saying, you know, micro just as important as the macro, and I feel like just a year or two ago or seasons ago when it was so much macro, and that's why utility was the case. Now you have so many intricacies to the current meta.
And as we approach the first turtle, an important part of the whole micro discussion is it's not just what you're capable of doing, it's when you do it. And Liquid have always been doing it in the right timing, so much better than Falcons in this series alone. Turtle started up.
Turtle's here, half health already. Team Falcons has clear control of this one.
And in comes Flap, diving in, RWM by Haji, swipe it away. Immaculate timing, down goes JP, 40 foes as well, and Sanji just barely gets away the flicker from Haji. How the hell did Carl Teasy steal the turtle? Haji finds the hamster mage, but still. What was that steal?
Falcons did everything right, but Kyle just couldn't win the retry against Carl. Carl, what the hell are you made of? Goat milk, it looks like.
Okay, man, he's made of using this. The real cool in beast moves. Our Infinix hand cam for the GT50 Pro. Helps him secure it, but also part of this, again, this is the elusiveness of a Harley. You're able to go ahead and even if your team fight is not there, you have a chance to go ahead and space on time through, get that retry off, make it happen.
He's so sly, he's so cunning.
Yeah.
He didn't even die.
He didn't die.
Since their cooldowns were kind of off, it seems like Kyle uses Retribution way after the fact. So I was thinking that maybe Falcons just said,
Aman aja.
don't try to retreat the turtle, maybe try to last hit it through your skills, but then use your retreat to slow down Carl and try to take him down instead.
Which is, in hindsight, a micro mistake.
Yeah.
Like, they just should have kept it for the big one.
Yeah, I think they were a little bit too greedy in making sure that they could get a kill on that Harley to stop the tempo.
Win.
Is it devastating to the point where they've lost the early game? No, they're still in control, and they will still have the same result and advantage for the next turtle since it spawns in the bottom side.
Yeah.
Whoop. In comes Kyle, compromising JP. There's a taunt. RWM coming up. JP
Waduh.
goes down. Lazy whip by Teddy. But Marco does not back down, and Marco might get taken down
Dikit
here.
lagi.
Oh, the flicker back. Marco barely lives.
Good use of the flicker there to stay alive. Great rotation from Team Falcons to make a move up top.
4-0
the
yun.
important thing there was JP eating up all the damage. Because Falcons used their combo to take the high loss
si
down,
Pocho.
I believe the taunt coming in from the Fredrin was just not available. They didn't even have enough
Di mas
abilities
kalala
to
level
chip
sa
away
mga.
at Teddy, and he gets away scot-free. Turtle number 2.
Yeah, just again with this Haji on the eve, so on point so far. Second turtle gonna be up.
Oh, Flap round 2. Dives in with the Brave Spider. Looking for one. Already used the Crimson Beacon on Sanji. And finally, the retribution is good for Falcons.
Contest sa
Secure
magwa.
the objective, looking for a fight
Buat.
here.
There's the
Amen.
going pathway.
Two.
JP
Antidote.
disincentivizing forward momentum from Falcons. Up top, though, there's a duel. Carl Teasy
Uy.
dropping that deadly magic on Marco. Marco holding his ground.
Oh, the river is up. Carl Teasy will have a space
Ah,
to
really,
kill
so
this there. Oh, I thought that Haji would be going with him. Falcons have slowed things down to a pace that TLPH are probably a little bit uncomfy with. Is this Hilda pickup on Ogwin? Massive effect on the rotations for JP and Sanji.
Yeah, good picks here happening for Team Falcons. Good space control around the map too. This is one of the things that they can go ahead and work with right now for Carl Teasy specifically. Oh, up top, Teddy. Teddy wanted to be the focus. He gets out with the BMI. So he's safe for now. Now Team Falcons, this is the
BMI?
first time in this series that they've had this kind of lead. Let's see if they can maintain it across the board. Let's look at the items falling into place.
Yeah,
Fredrin and
kiri
Hilda.
ni.
So the
Pero
damage and pokes coming out of Cartesi's Harley that just got the Genius one. 5 minutes and 40 seconds.
Gagal pula
Marco
early
will
niya.
be able to get the tower up top. What a turnaround for Falcons after all of the ish that they had to go through this series.
Yeah.
To see them now with a perfect lead so far, yeah.
Early niya
let's,
gagal.
let's just respect the fact that the first turtle went to Carl.
Yeah.
But they got the gold, and it's looking good for the Falcons.
Temuazan Maghrib,
Exactly
Cok.
what they needed throughout the series.
Tokso.
Not gonna get that. Turtle
Yes.
3 will be very determinant for the result of the series. The entry there
Flip.
by Flap. Kyle with the
Flip.
taunt. He's immune. He jumped forward. JP able to get away with the glorious pathway with the real run manipulation.
Kelas, Cok.
Takes down the high loss. Kyle and
Bednya
Flap now
gitu.
trying to go after Sanford while he's trying to hold on. He jumps up in the air. Dark wave. He's
Berat,
buying
berat,
time.
berat.
He's dealing
Game
damage.
Falcon nih.
But it's just too much.
And this is the case that
Gagal
we're talking
early,
about
Cok.
with the lineup that Team Falcons have.
Pero
They're
carry
able
early
to go ahead and
semua.
set up
Kaya
around the
early
box
loader
of
agad.
Haji, the real-world manipulation, and just come out swinging. And there's no way for Team Liquid to fight against it
Early
currently.
game mana
They're too
ada.
far behind up to this point. The last turtle goes in the hands of Team Falcons.
Kyle, Haji, and
Bawaannya
Ogwin
lihat.
have controlled
Walang
the
semua.
center perfectly, Naisu and Leo. How they've been
Red
able to just
Dream,
stop the
ah.
aggressive maneuvers. JP and Sanji were happy with this juice
Hilda.
and the high loss pick, but they were probably thinking about it also from a
Midnya
sense of a
Eve,
counter
ada
perspective.
real
How do we
place
counter
yun.
this Hilda?
Pari
The
lagi.
aggressive rotations. There's just so much peel right now for Haji's Eve and for Super Marco's carry. It's a strong front by Falcons.
Which is allowing
Okay.
them to make smarter decisions in the
Sini
times that matter.
TLPH
Because in the first couple of games, by this
sedang
point, they were
dalam
down
posisi
5K.
yang
Now
kalah.
it's the other way around. So I think Falcons just need a little bit of space, a little bit
4000
of
gold
time
lebih.
to out-mechanic and out-maneuver Liquid. And now look, they're threatening the purple. In comes Kyle. Open up to the front, and
Lihat
the
tuh
retribution is
semena-mena
good.
tuh.
Kyle takes it.
Yeah, taking resources away, continue to put pressure like TL has done against Team
Udah,
Falcons on
hari
previous
ini
2 games.
ya.
This is exactly
MPL
how
aja.
they have to play it. Team Falcons, with this kind of advantage, you should be able to go ahead and secure that first Lord. You should be able to go ahead and
Lihat
start
tuh.
marching towards the base of Team Liquid here. Now for TL, they try to make things
Bisa,
happen in
Bang.
the mid.
Keluar
Oh,
dulu.
JP already used the
Oh.
pathway. RWM, they trap Stanford.
Mati
Looking
nih.
for more damage. Today comes in, but
Kuat.
Marco's been pushing up top.
Kuat,
And Sanji with the Crimson Beacon takes
Bisa,
down
Cok.
Flap. That's one
Tapi
down on
Marco
4
ya
Falcons, and now Liquid one more. Kyle
saatnya
gets it back. Carl
Kari
wants it, and Sanford
bersinar.
finds him. Make that a 2 for 1, a 2 for 2, and today takes down Marco. Haji will not survive this. 3 for 4, a bloodbath as Haji takes down Tede.
Kelas
How
buat
does Team Falcons
buat.
lose 4 in that fight?
Well, it was 5v4. They didn't
good,
have
good,
their
good.
gold laner as Super Marco was playing the Super
Nah,
Macro
kita
instead.
mulai.
Still, Falcons
Sampai
was able to walk
yang
away
main
with it
gold.
with some kills. It was crucial that Haji was
Ribet
able to
chat
take
ke
down
page
Teddy, because if that Claude stood standing, then they would have been able to break the tower in mid. Still,
Super
I
Marco
like
nya
that we're
main
seeing fight
lewat-lewat
from
juga.
Team Liquid Philippines. It was awkward, but they realized the carry
Dan
isn't
yang
here.
Kari ya.
Without them, they're lacking damage, and they decided to
Masuk.
be aggro.
Udah.
Carl and Teddy, perfect.
Jalannya gitu ya.
Look, onto Kyle. Sanford, also,
Enak aja lah,
great
God.
entry with the flicker forward.
Yeah, and Super Marco just not being there for that fight, gained that little bit of advantage in the timing for TL to win that. So Lord is up. Team Falcons, despite
siap
losing
nih buat
3,000 gold, they'll fight for it.
Majority of them have no flickers.
Yeah.
So this is very weird for Falcons to take. They are flipping the coin right now. Lord at a fifth of its health gets reset.
Carl TZ is one level ahead of Kyle. His threshold just a little bit better.
Oh,
Oh,
and there's the
wrong.
WM answered by a glorious pathway. Sanji, Crimson Beacon back, and Flap is just doing his darndest. And
Oh,
Super Marco
Sanji.
will go away at 40. He
Uy.
gets them massive. Appraiser's Rat sends Carl TZ and Teddy back.
Yang
That
mana
keeps them in
aja.
check.
Satu
Lord
tukar
is going
satu.
to reset. Team Falcons did lose Flap in the exchange, but it's both XP laners that go down. So now we go for the reset. It's going to be a 4v4 for this Lord. It's sitting at
Bukan
half health here with
ini.
Kyle in control.
Down to an 8. And
low.
that is Marco
Wih,
down
apa
very
itu,
low.
Cak,
JP gets
JP?
taken down. Ogwin controlling the perimeter. And Kyle
Main
secures
JP.
retribution in check.
Super Marco dashed forward just to add that little bit of extra security that Liquid wouldn't be able to get close. And since they saw the carry was standing right in front of them, Carl TZ
Marco
and
masih
Teddy, I
megang
believe it was also
Philippines.
Sanji as well, just decided, yeah, let's just go ahead and give that.
Yeah, they're better off just defending on this one. Again, they're not massively behind or anything like that. So Team Falcons still going to respect this base push with this Lord. They will take down the tier 1 in the mid lane, working on the tier 2 next. They've got everything they need.
Oh, there we
Super
go.
Marco is locked and loaded, and that is also Haji locking in his Trinity.
So, total control time actually in this game is still almost double for Team Liquid Philippines, around 44 to closer to 29 for Falcons, 28 and a half seconds. But you see here the effect, the lead in damage. Liquid has dealt almost 60,000 damage more.
Ogwin just took a face full of
Yep.
everything. Deadly magics and all.
What?
Keeping Carl TZ
Let's
at
go.
bay. And that'll stop Liquid from defending with their full force up top. Hard to be done by Haji. Compromising Sanji from the flank here. Sanji just looking to clear the waves and knock up. Haji's not going anywhere.
Nggak bisa,
Well,
Cok.
the
Nggak
up
bisa
is
diangkat. Pas
They
seru
do defend
di sini.
successfully.
Carl's still there too. He knows he can win this fight against a
Masih
Hilda.
kuat, Cok.
He's got his ult back up, but he just wanted to go ahead and push into that turret.
Falcons also full committed to the tower up top, not being able to get a push in despite them having the minion wave for the turret in the mid lane. So maybe that's a little bit of a off
Mana
decision
aja,
there for
kalau dia
Falcons.
masih
While Liquid, they
gacor
played the
kan.
map really well there. Carl TZ knew that he could
Nggak
continue
off.
marking and keeping Ogwin from even joining them. So again, the
Semenjak
proactivity
M7
of
nggak
Liquid
off
has been a
lagi
theme for
barusan.
this series, and it shows even with them behind for the first time in this best of 7.
Yeah, this is, like I said, for Team Falcons to go ahead and cap out this win here. They're going to go ahead and focus down
Jadi-
this tier 2 bottom side. They'll be able to get this converted. Carl TZ has just been pushing on the opposite
Kalau
end of the
TZ-nya
map. That's
lane
exactly
jauh.
what you're going to expect
Emang gitu
with
job
the
testnya.
mobility that the Harley provides for
Bagus.
this.
So Falcons have taken care of the lower quarter of the map, unfettered, with impunity, and they'll continue to take control. This Lord coming up next. The long lane is going to be tough.
Yeah.
Right, this purple here.
I think
Kyle?
Carl secured. Yep, Carl's good.
Carl's got it.
Kyle even committed the retry there to try and steal it away. It would be important to deal with this Harley. So Falcons have to be careful. Good chance of a Team Liquid Philippines turnaround with how they've been fighting through Teddy, through Sanji.
Aman aja.
Surprise turnaround and re-entry. Call it the re-engage coming in from the Phobius of Sanford.
I love what they're doing, though. Just Super Marco's buffed out of his mind. He's got all the
Ini
items
ngaji
he needs.
bro.
You know, he's working on that very
Lazim.
last one, but he's
Yeah.
double buffed up. This is
sir.
Dozen.
Perfect territory for Super Marco to make moves around this Lord take.
He's gonna start hitting home runs like Barry Bonds. I think I just showed my age there, but I don't care.
Dude, hockey's amazing.
Yeah, I love football.
Whoa!
All right,
Falcons with the dance.
Sakit tuh Teddy.
Flap takes a good amount of hits from
Rasa.
Teddy.
keep an eye on Super Marco. He's so pivotal for this.
Ogun flushes out the LBM, and there is JP and Sanji in there pushing them out. The Lord still standing, gets reset.
If Marco falls, the rest of Falcons fall with him.
Buat gua sama dia
Unless
incer
it's
tadi.
some insane heroics through Kyle, Haji, working
Yes,
together,
yes.
maximizing taunts, Appraiser's Wrath, and of course the pokes for Eve. Void Blasts
Buat kita
are
itu.
going to start deleting members of Liquid as well. It's already a trinity of core items for Haji up to
Whoop.
Divine Glaive.
Sanji's aware of what's in the LBM.
JP.
Falcons move out their pieces. Haji and Ogun out. Lord here at a third of its health.
Harus
JP and
kontes sih.
Sanji know how dire this
Kan gak ada
is.
yang nongol di
Ogun and
bawah.
Flap holding their ground. In comes the glorious pathway.
Ah, ya,
Still
buat.
easy with
Pas
the
buat.
steal. And here comes the stampede.
Buat,
Asaki
bos.
runs through him. Marco takes out JP.
Wih, kemana nih Blazing
Sanford
Bet?
goes down. And now Teddy's gonna be up next as he
Blazing Bet.
BMIs through. 2 kills for the Lord.
They don't get the Lord, but that was a terrific response by Falcons in what could have been a big Liquid win. As Sanji Crimson Beacon forward and used the sprint to be way more difficult to
Wait.
take down Marco!
Carl Bailey gets taken down by the
What?
bulletproof.
Oh
Kena
man,
buat
Super
gua.
Marco, we said he's going to be pivotal for this win for Team Falcons. Well, that is a huge kill for
Larinya
momentum
si PR.
for Team Falcons to deal with this Lord.
Leo, Marco read that, man. Marco knew that's where Carl wanted to go.
He was using the orange as bait. He knows what the goat wants.
Tapi atasnya buruk.
That just deals with that Lord easy peasy
Perangin
for
bang.
Team Falcons.
Sumpah
We
bang.
may have just
Atas
witnessed the
kalian.
awakening of bloodthirsty
Bagus tuh.
Marco. It's like we're back in Saudi. It's like we're back in Rizal.
Ah, gas sih.
Falcons are alive.
The
Glorious
storm.
pathway.
Udah
Answered by
jauh,
the LWM. Once
Udah
again,
jauh, bang.
the knock-up on the Kyle. No push is going to happen yet while, excuse me, Ogun's taking care of top lane. There was a slow push by Liquid.
Yeah, it was a massive minion wave that needed to be answered because Falcons cannot give up that tower up top because Liquid have been
Balik tuh.
holding and defending
Disiplin
their
banget.
base turrets with every inch of their life. And with those base turrets is hope for Liquid because they've been handling macro really well. Again, Falcons play around the box. And with a Harley, good chance that you can open up the map through split pushes.
Yeah.
Similar to Teddy, which is why the Claude is now getting protected by the San duo as he opens up the map. JP even shadowing multiple units ahead of the others just to mark rotations of Falcons. Now who seek to invade the purple of Liquid.
Going for the purple here, it's going to come down to it. Retribution's used. Carl T's will be able to get his purple.
No.
So it's Team Falcons playing around the objective, playing around the fact that they've got this ability to go ahead and clump up together, put pressure where they want to. It's also part of a bit of a cat and mouse game, honestly. Like depending on where Carl T's going
Mana
on
ya?
the Harley, you might be able to go ahead and catch him, you might not, but it's also control. Like can we control not getting pushed in on cross-map play? With this Lord coming up here, at least it's on that top side for Team Falcons where they can center around it. They also don't have to worry about that side lane push.
You know, here's the difference maker. Teddy now has the Winter Crown, which should be deadlier for Haji and Super Marco. But let's see. Haji, he also has his Winter Crown. So it should cancel each other out and they should be okay. Haji's positioning, has been terrific, by the way. And the man marking for Falcons to actually protect whoever tries to go after Marco and Haji has been sublime.
Yeah, that protection, the feel that they can provide for Haji, for Marco, has been another major thing. This Lord is going to be a big one. As Team Falcon starts it up, CLPH has their eyes set on it. They rotate up here.
Yep.
They'll go ahead and show
Keluar
face, but this
lagi.
is most likely just going to be delayed out for now. Wind of Nature being picked up, swamped in. Super Marco's got that. He's going to go in for this potential.
Excuse me, the Lord is very low. 16th of its health coming in. Kyle with a retribution. Immortality buff and JP.
Running.
Glorious Pathway already used up.
Jadi.
Winter Crown combo. Coming
Wih,
through for
menang,
Teddy.
Cok, TLP.
RWM by Haji. He knows that the core on
Menang.
the other side is already used up.
Menang.
And double kill for Bulletproof.
Enggak.
Down goes 40.
Oh.
And Super Marco gets the Immortality buff. Oh,
Gigi.
Teddy. 3
Falcon.
for 1 plus the Lord. Falcons are soaring.
Kelas, God.
Call easy finds Marco.
It's not endable just yet, but maybe the minion waves are big enough.
Tapi mid
Maybe
nya
Haji and
gimana?
Flap have enough damage in them to
Bisa
try
sih
and
ya.
end it here.
No turrets left in mid. Lord could crash into the base.
Jadi
Sanji
belokin
with the
dia,
bait, with the kite to the side. Carl DJ Sanji
Aman.
defending.
Aman
They're
loh.
getting away
Ngeri
with it.
banget ya.
Mages have already spawned.
They got the minions down. Sanji's gonna go down though.
Open with the execution. Lord gets
Bisa.
taken care of.
Bisa
The
itu.
base turret down bottom is down. Falcons are slowing it down.
Masih bisa loh
Carl
Jelpix.
TZ with the pick off onto Marco. His immortality was popped, but Carl
Ibat.
committed to the play to take down the carry, which is why, despite Falcons getting the Lord, they still can't
Azam
end.
berat.
And Carl still got his own purple
Yeah.
buff.
Oh man, we got to take a look at the replay here. This fight broke out. It was all centered around this Lord. JP goes down really quickly, but centered together, Team Falcons are susceptible to the Blazing Duet, the beacon from Sanji, Sanford setting things through. This could have gone way worse. A whole lot of immortalities were popped here in this fight. And yes, as you mentioned, the fact that Super Marco was there but then gets taken out by Carl TZ was the reason why TL is still in this game.
Yeah. Ogwen also massive pick onto Teddy. Deathless is the Hilda. It's the roamer that hasn't gone down yet for Falcons. 2-0 and 12.
That's ridiculous. He's not even carrying a... Is he? No, there's no casual Fury Hammer.
Nope.
It's a full tank Hilda.
Full tag. He knows he has it in his kit already to be a big nuisance to Teddy. With Teddy committing a Winter Crown, I think Ogwen's just man-marking the Claude over and over again. While Flap, Kyle, and Ogwen are like... Flap and Kyle are the main tanks for Haji and Marco, the main source of peel for the two backliners. Haji's timings of the real-world manipulation have been great. The people probably thinking he could have used that sooner, but no, he was also looking for the Blazing Duet. He used it when he saw the threat of that was gone, because now there's a good chance Liquid are playing into a RWM that favors Falcons.
Early match thrown out on Haji. So Team Falcons bringing this Lord here. It is an evolved one. They'll go ahead and a bit of a reset. Sanford waiting patiently up in the brush. They're still going to go back and forth for this. Keep an eye on Ogwen. He's been a nuisance to Team Liquid. Makes his way for it. Quarter health on this Lord here.
Now an 8, a 10th RWM. Flap with the preemptive use of it. And Kyle secures JP. Very low Blazing Duet coming through. Same spot. Consistency from Teddy. Marco in the middle of 3. Magic goes down. And Winter Crown out of Sanford. Marco still lives. Dark Wave, and in comes the rest of them. Open is picking dudes off left and right. But Marco still lives. Marco versus Teddy. And Marco and Teddy trade 3 for 2. Carl Easy getting hunted down. The Master wants him. The Master needs him. Forcing him into the base. And there's still a race down bottom. In comes Ogwen and the Lord.
The Lord is walking with Team Falcons. They'll work on the base. And they found flight.
It's just Carl left. He gets popped and Falcons.
Congrats, Falcon. Lanjut game 4. Skor sementara 2-1.
San Juan Arena shakes.
Oke guys, kita rehat dulu, sholat dan lain sebagainya. Nanti kita lanjut lagi game keempat. lanjut brother. Baru selesai sholat dan beli makan ya, langsung aja gas, kita gas, kita gas. Gue dulu ya, ini harus setting di oke, man. Here. Dah. Explore.
Solid look up
Oke,
here for
ini dia
both
game
compositions.
keempat
Bunch of purifies.
antara
This is going to be a
JPS
slaughterfest here,
melawan
I think, for
Falcon.
both to get through to this point. There was a sticking point for Team Falcons at one point. They've managed to get through it by a little bit. Now can they
Berapa lagi?
equalize the
Aman
series?
lah harusnya.
The Champions Arena looks like there's life now on Team Falcon's side here. Hopefully they can get another
Harusnya
game
aman.
under their belts
Bisa-bisa.
and bring us closer to that full series.
All right, here we go. It's really going to be very determinant on how the Atlas and the Glue play against each other.
Mana dia?
Super Marco, again, going to be a very demanding game for him, honestly. A lot of the picks that you have, you forgo
Falcon.
crowd control for damage, meaning
Aman
it makes
sih.
it harder for your mid laner, or excuse me, your gold laner to operate during team fights. Up against a lineup that has a lot of dive. So Haji and Ogwin need to slow down JP and Sanji as much as they can, similar to what they did in the previous game.
Oop, already a little bit of a skirmish in mid. Haji put down on third
Daripada.
himself. But this will send
Belum jauh.
Sanji home.
Kau dapat game.
Unless...
Oke, game
Brave Smite his way to stay.
keempat
Yeah,
antara
maybe advantages
JPS
there.
melawan
Having the Brave
Falcon.
Smite,
Di
especially
mana
with
game
Lucian,
yang
you're
ketiga tadi di
constantly keeping
Falcon,
the lantern over
Super
someone
Marco
anyway, whether that's
menolak
the minions,
kalah.
whether that's the heroes here. JP making his way through. They have control, but this is one of the things too. Lilia, like we saw earlier in the season with Super Prince, you know, you're able to go at least kind of duel it out a little bit better from more of a safety vantage point. With Lilia, once you get the black shoes, there's something there that can be said that you can try to bait some of the resources out of TL.
Oh, look at that perfect match
Hampir.
first out of JP and Sanji. It's a deadlock. It's been a while since we've seen almost no one budging in the mid-roam duo.
Again, without an EXP laner similar to a Paquito, things do tend to slow
Love
down
easy.
here. Ooh, good use of Purify.
Sanji pakai
Haji, without
ini
those
terus
fifths
ya.
again. Kaltizi almost
Dia
came
tukang
in
center
clutch for
terus.
that engage.
Tusuk
Yeah,
sin.
both Purifies use. Super Marco not making it easy for Teddy. Here
Yeah.
comes Ogwin.
Oh, that's
Oop.
deep. Defensive use. Oh, the Valkyrie's descent.
Arvia.
And Ogwin will get away with it, wasting Teddy's
Lihat
ult.
kayak lihat
Yeah,
Arvia.
that might have been enough time to go ahead and solidify TL's first turtle
Aman
take.
aja buat
That
gua
was a bit of a
dapat.
distraction that Falcons had to deal with, so clean take on the turtle.
We didn't get to check in on Kyle so much. How did he get so delayed?
Carl Tizzy invade took away his beetle. I can't recall if he took away his golem. But Kyle, yeah, just was green camp short of being able to hit level 4.
Haji Lilia ya.
So right now it's just a battle of attrition, these small little moves that TL's making now
Grogotin gini
across the map.
jungler.
This is interesting though too, just because we haven't seen the YSS in the jungle too much, you know, and in this case the matchup between the YSS and the Fredrin, you know, you have back-to-back games for Carl Tizzy on the
Got
Fredrin,
berapa?
game 1 to game 2, and now you have back-to-back for Kyle from 3 to 4.
Sanji.
Oh, they both hurt.
Cuma
Lantern
50
flare on
cok.
Haji.
Ribet buat.
Refuses to press the black shoes. Instead uses regeneration. Liquid are so used to playing the slow style too.
Kelas.
Yeah.
Nanti dong.
Slow, but it's still fast because of how fast the YSS
Oh,
farms.
Mountain Shocker takes down Ogwin.
Aman.
Sanji draws first blood.
That's one of the difficult things, right? When there's a
Terjadi
clue
nih,
across
Cok.
from you, there's always that potential to
Terjadi
kind of
nih PSS-nya.
cause some chaos in those team fights, and then before you know
Aman
it, you're
aja.
being brought back, and then you can't escape.
Ogwin looked disappointed in himself that he gave away such a meaningless kill.
Not to mention using the flicker.
Yep.
Yeah.
Committed the flicker as well.
Especially now that he has a level 4, he's got the Fatal Link, so there's no surprise factor for more so about a minute and a half or so for this, but they try to make a play, they do get the beacon out from Sanji. So that's one of the strengths of the Fredrin, you know, you can kind of swoop in, try to get that energy eruption off. That doesn't happen, but yes, not much happening in the early game, but despite it all, TL builds a bit of a lead.
With not much happening, I'm expecting at least Kyle to have good pathing. It seems like more than once now he's gone back and forth.
Yeah, it's
Aduh,
too fast
Sanford
how
dapat
Carl Tizzy
Yuzong.
is farming that Kyle doesn't have
Claro,
any
no?
room. The slight bits of counter juggling, taking away a green camp here and there.
Game
It's so much
mereka
more
sih.
easier and so much faster for a YSS to farm. Now with a Hunter Strike
Yes,
rush by
yes,
Carl
yes.
Tizzy, this could actually be a big win for Team Liquid Philippines if Carl Tizzy can hit a big stun.
Turtle number 2, started out by Liquid, slight pull, and it looks like Falcons are considering should they engage. Ogwin does not have a flicker just yet, holding on to the Fatal Links. Sanford comes through from the top, And in comes the Black Dragon form, looking for targets. Turtle very low,
Okay.
into the back line. Carthy secures it, and they dogpile on the flap, forcing him to flicker back. Didn't even get the Dark Wave, and now Ogun's
Aman.
gonna be up next. Lantern Flare,
Aman na
right
yan.
into the ground. 2 for none, plus the Turtle. It's all liquid.
Surprising to me that Flap still went into the backline of TLPH, went into their formation. Whether it was their bait play, Ogun did end up getting some fatal links in, but they don't have the damage just yet for the rest of the members of Team Liquid Philippines. Yes, Haji is hurting Sanji, but with the
Man.
glue, with the Yuzhong, it's not enough.
Attempt down here. Push him off the tier 1 up top. Kyle's going to swoop in. They want to fight this one out.
Wait.
It looks like
Sanji?
they're on
Aduh,
Sanji.
ketinggalan Sanji.
Is he going to be able to get away here?
Aman sih.
He doesn't have the
Kok bisa
purify.
aman?
He already used it up, and now Ogun looking for it. Not necessary.
Kelar.
Just the freeze. We're gonna finish the job, and they put a kill on a Marco.
Yeah, now they cut because JP and Teddy are forced to try and take that Flap
Bye-bye,
against
Nico.
Carl.
Uh-oh. 1v1 TZ Brothers. And Flap gets on out of there.
Easy
Just
brother.
saying hi, you know?
One by
Former
one.
teammates at one point. No kill
Flat
secured
middle,
there.
flat
Will
to
be
Z
teammates
juga.
again.
Yeah, that's true. Flap though on this Phobius.
Aman sih
Definitely
harusnya.
team.
TG Brothers.
Oh, it is TZ brother. Yeah, that's true.
The qualifiers for
Ya.
ENC.
NC, right.
We're saying.
I was just saying, you know, Flap, big part of this on this Phobius. He's going to be that front line for this team. Obviously, a lot excited Ogun, but I think, as we usually see with the Atlases so far, you know, not only that Fatal Links kind of being the big setup, but you've got to burn these Purifies out from Sanji and Teddy if you can.
Whoa! Talking about Teddy, Valkyrie's just sent right into Marco's face. Marco running through it. Sanji comes in from the
Lolas.
flank, takes him down. 2v1, successful gank.
I guess that's what we were talking
Big game
about
din
when
naman.
we mentioned earlier. Carl TZ said he
Ako?
wanted to see a little more spunk from Teddy. Well, there it is. He's quite aggressive on the Freya.
Yeah. Also knew that with Sanji rotating topside, there would be a sure kill for them. Great call by Liquid.
And now they go straight for the turtle. Hat trick for the cavalry. Very little from Falcons.
This is such a weird pacing that we're seeing right now in this game. For right now, Kyle in trouble.
JP with the mount. In comes the Black Dragon form. Kyle gets squished. Marco from the left. This is very bad underneath tier 1. JP gets taken down. Haji scores. Valkyrie's descent coming through.
Aman
That
aja.
triggers Flaps. Infernal pursuit. And he goes
Flap.
for another one. Flap flickers back. Just too much damage from Liquid's front line.
Yeah, good thing he didn't commit that.
Ribet
Would
ya.
not have survived, and it would have been another meaningless kill. JP, though, of course, went down as he was absorbing the hits from the turret. Team Liquid Philippines. I think Carl TZ specifically just
Ayo,
unloading
bang.
Kyle of the jungle. Hurt Falcons in the long run.
Oh,
Game cepat aja.
they're on 40. Ogwin and
Aduh,
Marco.
Sanford.
Dragon.
And Marco gets it.
That's what they need. Marco might be one of the cases again, just like we saw in the
Nggak
previous
dapat
game, where
trade ini.
they're going to rely on this carry to scale up the way they are.
Oop.
Oh,
Wah,
Sanji
kelas banget
sniffed him
itu.
out, stopping Marco and
Tahu dia.
Ogwin's recall. And that's
Ngeri,
it.
ngeri, ngeri
Lantern
Sanji.
Flare, 6 feet under.
Aware
That
mapnya
was
ngeri
a
cok.
great read by Liquid. Crimson Beacon, closing it out. They knew that they were there. That's why I was wondering,
Info Sanford
Super Marco
pasti.
and Ogun didn't realize that they could just walk back. They should have.
Probably the safer route.
Yeah, I don't think they can. They're not exactly
Mm.
reading JP's and Sanji's rotations right now.
Yeah, this puts TLPH now up almost 3,000 gold, approaching
Mau
that
upload
point.
yang tadi.
Very low kill game, but it's more so a game across the map is what we're seeing here. This will all lead into that first floor take. Once it's up, you're thinking Team Falcons in a position to actually go ahead and contest it. You know, you got 2 big items for Super Marco, but if he's caught out without the Purify, as we've seen, there's just a little bit too much crowd control to deal with here from Team
Waduh.
Liquid, especially, once again, dealing with a Jushin in the hands of Sanji.
Really feels like that YSS was a checkmate
The
response
final.
to Fredrin jungle just with rotational speed alone. And of course with Carl TZ being
Masih imbang-imbang
proactive.
aja sih.
Fatal Links used, but Sanji uses Purify for that.
1 for 1. Can Falcons even use it to reposition? They pull out a Crimson Beacon out of Sanji.
That's actually pretty good for Team Falcons, though. Right now, TL still has control, though. There was a push by Super Marco in it. I guess that's enough information for TL
Kaya
just to
dapat.
blitz down the Lord, and they take the tier 2 on the top side. So, despite that, they look to put more pressure on the
Yes.
purple side of the jungle of Team Falcons. No commit, though.
No
Queennya
fatal
bahaya
links from
coy.
Ogwin, so he couldn't try and make something happen. Just a bit of freeze and a bit of peel to send Liquid back. Ice Queen 1
Yung
for
bro na masih
Sanji.
open sih.
So for the map looks good for
Yang nggak
Liquid.
terlalu beda
Teddy's
jauh.
been very active. And this has just provided so much space for Carl.
Teddy's applied the right amount of pressure. It's not like he's actively looking for fights.
Yeah.
Sometimes he just pops the form.
He's just doing what needs to be done where he
Mid,
goes.
yes.
And that's what made the map so small for Falcons now. Oh, Mountain Shocker. Liquid are saying
Tempor.
we want this tier 1. In comes the Black Dragon form. And then they dive in. Valkyrie's descent. Sanji gets taken down. And now there's another one in JP. Falcons are running it. Sanford very low. Glooms underneath that half dragon. Super Marco wailing away. Finds the double kill for Bulletproof. And that's a 3 for none. The punish on the tier 1 push.
Talk about greedy. But still, the tower up top is going to get pushed in by the Lord. Kratis is getting chased by Kyle.
Okay, they send Flat to take care of the marching pusher.
Ribet buat
And then mid, they continue. Kyle versus Carl, the man-to-man. In comes Teddy with a Valkyrie descent, Mount Shucker. Teddy, offensive use of it. And Carl gets taken down between 3 members of Falcons. Might have been too much even for the GOAT.
The plan was there, but it was stopped in its tracks by Ogwin and the rest of Team Falcons.
Super Marco popped his Purify so that when he would get hit by the turtle boat, and it did, he would not get stunned. He'd take the damage, but at least he still got the free hit. And of course, a momentary taunt as well coming out from Kyle was perfect.
And again,
energy erupted, right?
Sanjinya tadi duluan
Just
mati.
remembered it now.
he erupted the energy, man. That was just good defense for Super Marco. That's why we were saying earlier, for this game as well, they want to go ahead and lean towards Super Marco on this carry to actually carry through the game, get to that point. So now it's them trying to put pressure on the purple buff of Carl Teasy, but he is going to go ahead and secure it. They will disengage from that. Look at the positioning from Sanford here. It's TL playing in a different way in this one. They sort of have to. That's what we're seeing them throughout this game. They can't just run force, push their way forward against Team Falcons.
They can do it against the 6 other franchises in the league, but not against Falcons, not against their fated rival in the Clash of Titans. Even they have to evolve.
Still a massive lead that Falcons needs to chip through for the jungler. And I'm not talking about items, I'm talking about EXP. You cannot go full commit into Lord fights with Kyle 2 levels down to Carl Teasy. That's why I think Falcons are now going to have to take the next few moments, seeing if, even though they look better on the defense, if they can get an odd pick or 2, recover, recalibrate, and then try to build an advantage through there, because retro battles are just going to favor Carl Teasy.
Oh, are they going to go for Teddy? They're collapsing over on Teddy on the bottom side. Both Ogwin and Super Marco are there. Lord is up. Teddy wants to keep putting pressure on this side of the map, so JP goes to potentially support him, but they'll keep Teddy there.
And Carl Teasy will leave this chubby wave up top for Falcons to deal with, as they seem to pivot straight for the Lord push.
Yeah, both side lanes being pushed. This is a clear sign for Liquid to just go.
And they're going. A third of the Lord down. Mount Shocker plus Black Dragon form committed already. There's the Fatal Links. Where's the response?
Okay,
dapat secures it, and now they collapse onto JP. Flap dancing down. Crimson Beacon out of Sanji, already used a Purify. And Marco throws out these light wheels like there's no tomorrow. Sanford backs off, 2 kills for the Lord.
Again, you're seeing Team Liquid make the decision to, hey, solo them out while I secure the objective, and they want to engage.
Carl Teasy compromised by Owen. Dark Wave.
Keras banget. Wen.
Third of a kill to Super Marco. They pushed here too.
Do you know what this feels like? It feels like I'm watching Hatchie back with Blacklist.
Oh man, it's a different style of play, and now the tier 3 turret in the mid lane of the base of TL is going to go down here.
Falcons demolished that inhibitor like it was nothing.
It was nothing, man. They can still got to deal with the Lord, but the Lords that TL has been taking pretty much resulted in nothing.
Again, Falcons are so much better in the defense. They have a great counter punch, and they're playing around Marco. It's a Falcon-flavored ube. No healing, but it's just playing for your main core, not core. With a Fredrin at the heart of it all.
Yeah.
Hey, it's like getting to that core of the kunafa.
Yeah.
What's a kunafa?
It's a Saudi Arabian delicacy.
Oh, is that the trending chocolate?
It's the one with pistachio. It is pistachio, but
yeah,
it's different.
One of these days, I want to try, what is that chewy cookie? The Dubai chewy cookie.
Dubai.
Isn't that the same thing, kunafa?
No.
Okay, well,
A few Habibis have just got, Habibi, what?
I'm sorry. I need to be educated. Right now, we're being educated on how Team Falcons
Yes.
has been able to maintain this game on a defensive lineup to protect Super Marco. That's the game plan. And it's interesting, too, because Haji, the
Buat
way he's
gua.
activating this play style on the Salilia is he's just enough to go ahead and whittle down the health bars. And
Bang,
even
bang.
having a
Makan
wizard,
lagi,
having
Bang.
a lantern himself, he's hurting these tankier members of Team Liquid.
Yeah, and with JP going down, Sanford going down really quick, there's not enough time for Teddy to do Teddy things on this Freya. This is one of the difficult things about the Freya come into the late game. Yeah, she really hurts, but so does the marksman that you're trying to take down. And as long as Falcons keep their formation tight and keep protecting Marco, they should be able to coast. This is going to be, again, another long game. As we've discussed, the potential of that happening over and over again with Fredrin making a big comeback for this series.
RTZ.
And it's just poetic because Haji also flourished in the macro-centric era.
Yeah,
Tama ba?
that's why I said it feels like I'm watching Haji back with Blacklist. How many times have we seen Blacklist in the past where it's like, oh, they're losing the early game, the other team's getting everything.
Yeah.
Nope, you get the Lord, but
Pero
we
Marco
get
yan,
you guys, we're getting
maganda
bodies, and we get your tower and base. Then we'll play this defensive tool that for some
Right,
reason
I
you
see.
just cannot go up against.
That was also Team Falcons, though. Like, when they were even previously
For
Falcons
Marco
AP
niya si
Brand, and
Teo.
when they were AP Brand.
Yeah.
Like,
Super.
they master the macro level of gameplay. You know, I think that was a big point of why they even were able to win a world championship for M5. So you can see them, they're setting up around this Lord. They've got this dance figured out. TL, do they want to approach this? Teddy is swinging up here.
Eh?
Corner help.
Okay,
Lord.
Ogwin comes through,
Wala pa daw.
clashing with that dragon, and Kyle secures. The fight
Okay,
continues. Flat with the winner crown, the freeze. Fatal link. Super Marco still throwing him out, taking down Kyle Teasy.
Nggak
And
ada,
it takes
Cok.
on Sanford.
Yang berkurang.
It's all about Marco, baby.
GG, GG,
Has he
GG,
strength
GG,
to kill
GG,
him?
GG. Mid,
Haji
mid,
down
mid,
low
mid,
Teddy.
mid.
Kyle gets
Kon.
him. And now Ogwin man-to-man defense with the low
Hebat, Cok.
stallion. How does this keep happening?
GG, 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 GG. Gua sama.
Found their new code!
They're
Nggak
inside
dikasih
the base.
pulang.
They're storming the core.
GG.
Falcons even out the
Oke,
score.
GG.
2-2
Falcon
against
2
the
sama.
defending
Lanjut game
champions.
5. Subrek, makan dulu. Oke guys, sudah selesai semuanya. Kita lanjut. Oke, kita lanjut. Antara Tailgate,
Please don't throw it onto Marco.
No, they don't have basic attack.
Falcon,
They can't go find our gold.
topik terakhir, Hari. Oke,
Double down on the Harris. Oof.
And
inilah dia
I recommend
game
you throw a
yang
clear surge
kelima
on a card
antara
and then you go from there.
Tailgate
Yeah, it has to
melawan
be a Sky
Falcon.
Force or Suyo.
Langsung
But what
saja
if all this magic damage is gonna
kita
be too much
saksikan
for Liquid to handle?
bersama-sama.
But we're dealing with a what if. The absolutes show
Draftnya,
Liquid,
lineup
it looks
betting
good for them.
menang Tailgate.
And
Dua
because
sama
it feels
cok,
like a
seru
50-50,
final kayak
San
gini.
Juan Arena is
Saling
erupting.
berbalas.
Oh, man.
Whoever wins is at match point. That is momentum through the roof.
Yeah.
You don't even understand how important it is to go to 3 points
Bagus.
in the Clash of Titans.
It's down to a very pivotal game in this series. In the grand finals of this best of 7, the next team that wins this will be up to championship point. Will it be Team Liquid, who has lost 2 games
Record
now
udah ya.
against Team Falcons, who seem to have figured out the stampede?
Gentlemen,
Oke,
recall the
Yeah.
last time that they did this, we literally extended the mall hours of Quill City Mall in Kuala Lumpur.
All right.
That went all the way and people
Waduh, ada apa
could
nih?
not leave their seats. They turned the AC off on them and they just said, no, let them finish.
When was this?
SBS
This was
C5.
Ada jeda kah?
2024.
2024
Yeah.
SBS. Oh.
Yeah, in Malaysia.
We stayed up till about 1 a.m.
1 a.m. Dang, man. This is a tense one. It looks like we are figuring things out on the side of Team Liquid, it looks like. So we're going to have to wait a few minutes here before we
Siapa
jump
nih?
into the
Oh.
game. It's been pretty smooth throughout the evening. But it looks like we are, okay, we're
Jebret.
taking some time here.
Scuba. Joseph, have you jumped on the scuba craze?
I haven't, man.
Tailgate.
The furthest I went was
Scuba.
6'7". And even then,
Scuba.
No.
Dude, it's fun. Try it.
I'm not doing it. Even in my head, I just say,
You're missing out.
Di
I'm a
situ
grown
deh.
man. Grown man, by the way.
Aduh,
That's how I feel. You know, if I'm doing that.
You don't stop playing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop playing.
I guess I'm growing old.
Hey man, you have your big goofy ducks.
No, I don't.
We see your story, sir.
That's true.
We know you got Carl.
Hey, everybody's got something. You know?
Oke.
Everyone has something
langsung
that's
saja.
keeping them young. I'm sure you can look at that. Because, guys,
DL pun
we can't be
penting,
like the players right now jumping into
Big
game
Farm lawan BT.
5. We're done with our playing days. At least in the land of Dawn.
What I have is just undiagnosed. Okay.
All right. Let's take a look at the emblems.
Langsung saja.
Yeah. Pretty standard across the board. Let's look at that trade in mid. Pretty aggro. And this is something about playing the Gwyn roam. I mean, we had our very clear opinions about it when Twisted Mind played it
Waduh,
earlier in
Sanford
playoffs.
udah pakai
It's just so highly punishable that now it's paired up with an Esmeralda. It's Haji who's going to be saving the Roman trio.
And it's tough because, especially in a laning phase engagement like this, there's not much the Guinevere can do. She shines when it's fighting time.
And there's so much magic damage. It's the Gwyn and Suyo though are a great combo because it's a long
Okay.
stun if you get hit by the blade surge. and
Siapakah yang
force her
terkena
jump.
first blood?
Yeah,
So,
there's a good combo with
yeah,
that.
you can see the combo, you can see the vision. And the question is just, will it get to the point where magic damage is just too overwhelming, or radiant armors are going to be Falcon's biggest enemy? Kyle's game with the Suyo is important too. Oh, forcing out the Flicker and Sanford. That's a great start for Turtle 1.
Through the wall, too. 30 seconds till the Lord comes through.
Yep. Once that turtle comes up, they'll go ahead and get things into position. A flicker being down from Sanford is a great start for Team Falcons to at least secure this. We'll see how they set up around it. Carl's just going to go ahead and grab a camp real quick. Ogwin about to hit that level 3. And this is one of the great things I will say about a Roam Guinevere, though, is like you don't have to be that level 4 to bring value to these early skirmishes, these early fights, right? You have enough with the jump, that spatial migration to set things up.
You do most of your thing.
Yeah.
Mako gets the hit on the gold crab. Dangerous grass loading very well for the Suyo. Lots of angles, but Sanji, great zoning.
Okay.
Oh, Sanji langsung, Cok.
Crimson
Berarti.
Beacon knocks up Kyle. Kyle very low as
Mati
the
dong.
surge on through.
Gak, Cok.
Queller as well. And now Flap dancing to protect that back line. Retreat, and they knock up Ogwin. RWM defensively used by Haji. Conti's already secured.
Asbat,
the
Cok.
Lord.
Reward
It's a win
manipulation.
for Liquid.
That's what I call some big damn, and I don't know if Kyle was ready for it.
Turtle. Great combo there for Sansan. Sanji just brought Sanford 2 great burst targets, and one of them being the opposing jungler. So Kyle needs to watch out for how he gets vision and how he positions himself around the Lords and Turtles, knowing that Sanji is fearless with using the Crimson Beacon as a means to set him up. Usually you'd see that as a defensive tool or something like that, but no. Sanji is on set you up, kill you mode, and he needs to play more through Ogwin and Flap.
Yeah, for those of y'all who don't know, when Zushin pops a Crimson Beacon, you get instant stacks.
Yeah.
So people just all the more easily
Fly around.
instantly thrown around.
Yeah. That's one of the strengths here, especially when you hit that level 4. But so far, this has been the course. I would say the pace that we've seen set up in the past previous games, where it's a little bit slower, you know, early on, instead of like game 1, game 2, where it would just come out swinging right away for TL. So they maintain a bit of a lead off of these little interactions across the map, but Team Falcons, now that you have a level 4 in Ogwin, maybe they can look for setup potential.
Oh, still a very slow-paced game. You see the effects of game 3 and 4 in this. You're really just playing around for the objectives. No one's... Oh, wait.
Whoop. Flappy here hit with the Law and Order. Used to back off. Had to purify. Glorious Pathway used up by JP already.
Yeah, Ogwin wasn't able to knock up anyone because when the Glorious Pathway was brought down, that little bit of extra movement speed just meant that Ogwin wouldn't be able to land the spatial migration. Unfortunate for him, I think him and Flap were looking for a bait play combo type.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Flap in trouble once again. 40 has lethal intent. Flap dashes through, catches a shield, and there's not much of action for Falcons either.
It's quite scary how much damage Teddy Paquito can do. Oh, all right, he should be fine. They're going to trade it. They don't have to trade too much.
Aman
This is
aja,
gonna be an
gua.
objective second turtle in the hands of TL.
Yeah, cross-map trades.
Sama
Falcons
buat ya first blood.
know that maybe fighting the Turtles are going to be a bit risky for them, so they're just getting the farm.
Kedua tim
They know
pas
it's
sama
important to
kuat.
get a Skypiercer on the Suyo. But here comes the first item for Carl TZ. It is the War Axe, while Haji gets his glowing wand. It's not going to be a Skypiercer rush. He full builds the Hunter Strike.
Probably best to go ahead and build that anyway. He's been dealing with so much pressure towards him.
So 5 minutes in, Falcons haven't put anything on the board.
Yeah.
Are we afraid of them expiring? Is that the problem with this Magic-centric lineup?
Oh, well, the good thing is it's an Eve, and no matter how much of that Magic defense you build up,
Bagus,
you will win.
bagus.
Yeah.
And I think that's also the theory around this Harith. Falcons can play this game as long as they don't suffer any big losses. Again, their counter punch is really good.
It's one of those ones where it's like, you just wait. If you have to just kind of hold on, buckle in, and wait for the late game, especially when Super Marco's online, then
Ui.
you have all the tools you need to go ahead and set
Ada
team fights up in your
ciuan, Cok.
favor. So Team Falcons seems to just be taking that route. Like, let's just kind of sit in, get to this point where we can, and it's TL trying to actually find these moments to potentially make something happen. Good take there.
Wow. Teddy with the last hit. I think it was the Art of Thievery that got it.
Uh-oh.
Mati dong.
Flap here, refusing to purify up until the
Purify.
last moment. Has the falling
Mati
Star
dong.
Moon into a wall just to survive. Sandy
Wah.
knocks him up, but
Cincok.
still
Ah,
hits.
datang God. God kita datang.
By
Aman
Carl
aja.
Daisy, it served up a kill, a double over to Sanford.
Enda ball, enda ball.
RWM cancelled here. Now Hodge has to flicker back. Cyclone
Tidak
9 through
maju.
as well. But JP will
Dipegangin
continue
gitu.
to pressure them. Ogwin can't save him.
Cek.
Oh my lord, Haji gets squished here. Not much a Guinevere
Gigi,
can
gigi,
do, and
gigi,
Liquid
gigi.
aren't done.
Under the tier 2?
Another double for 40.
GG.
That's why they call him the Apex Predator.
And the straw that breaks the camel's back, you were just waiting for that moment where everything snaps. And it snaps in favor of Team Liquid. Again, they have the lineup for it. And Sanford now
Iya
has
tuh,
secured
dari
all 4 kills
grafiknya.
for Liquid in this
Liquid
game.
terus, Cok. Yang megang.
Remember when we posed the question, should you not give the Paquito over to Sanford? I think that's been answered once again. You know, again, it was a priority pick. He's sitting on 4-0 now. He's already got that Hunter Strike, and you're seeing the way they play around it. I think that's why it's such a threat and why it is such a priority, because you're seeing how they're allowing Sanford. He's let's see if he does something here. He's 1v3.
Plus.
They're looking to shut him down.
Waduh.
Quick knock up. All the ults thrown out, but here comes
Si
Sanji
Sama,
to
Cok.
save him. And the
Wah, dibalikin
Sanford
dong.
duo quell the trio from the Falcons.
Balikin dong.
Open here. Lantern flare.
He's got a combo.
Sanford
Play,
knocks out
epic
Master.
outplay.
And they go in.
Mamam.
Double horse
Belakang
combo.
jauh.
Haji gets taken
Buat
down.
gua.
And Kyle does not
Buat
know what to
gua.
do. Kyle gets the double.
Buat.
And flat
Buat
bottom
gua
two.
tuh, bos.
Sanford
Hup.
6-0-1.
Ngapain narik?
Marco don't know 1-0.
That ain't no horse, that's a Ducati.
Dia farming, Cok.
It never fails them. The Hylos and the Leomord together just has a good history for
Udah.
them to win. And maybe the slight overcook was the fact that the Suyo ended up just going into the jungle and there was a roam Guinevere. Call me a hater of the pick, but just for the role
Ribet outplay
specifically.
ya.
But let's see.
Juxin ya,
If
sin
Falcons can make
ngeselin.
a comeback so far, though, it is all a liquid.
Ngeselin tuh Juxinnya.
Teddy's gold compared to Marco, he does have a 1,100 gold lead.
In comes another glorious pathway. Nowhere for Oakland to go. Goes sideways. And under
Whoop.
goes Flap. Zaman force. That does
Blazing
compromise
duet.
Marco. Blazing duet to the face. Teddy gets a double.
Teddy wanted some of the action. He just got a great
Lagi
placement
lor,
on the
lor.
blazing duet. And so TL has brought it to this point, an 8,000 gold lead. Where did this come from?
Win after win, massive 4 kills. They get towers out of that too. The fact that Super Marco couldn't get a big considerable win or lead against Teddy in the lane despite a few helps and rotations from Falcons because of how well Teddy was able to control the lane as well and keep himself alive. Yes, there's a lot of eyes on the Roman trio and the
gelap.
4 horsemen. But Teddy's play in
Lihat
the
sih,
lane
Cok.
was crucial for Liquid being at
Wih.
this point as well.
Oh, I feel you. I feel the crowd in here too, because
Did someone
Yeah,
get a
gee.
Hellcurt?
yeah, someone picking a Hellcurt here, playing with us. But right now, TL, easy take on the Lord. So they'll secure that. Team Falcons, they gotta just prep up and be ready. I was thinking buckle in for the series. Well, now, quickly, in a matter of a few minutes, 3-4 minutes, they're in their base buckling up. Let's see if
Okay.
they can make it happen. Haji picks up a Divine Glaive, but you're looking at
Oh.
the items. There's a massive
Mati dong.
disparity.
Gila.
Glorious pathway. Slowing down. Falcons retreat. Caldizi also calls in his Ducati.
Ya bang.
And that just opens up 40's push up top.
We got a Ducati. That's what Carl Teasy showing him right now on this Leomord. So far, the synergy between having all this threat AoE. I'm talking about the Hylos. I'm talking about the Jushin. Even Teddy.
Tas.
They
Ya.
have free pickings in these team fights and around these spaces in the jungle and into the base.
Hancur sih,
All
bawah
shields
hancur.
are going to pop. Lord will make its way down the bot, getting
Hancur.
ready to charge in. JP's already in the base.
RWM by Haji. Just swiping away at the Lord.
JP.
Requiem.
Wih,
Put
kok
it
nggak
in.
ada?
Teddy with a massive blazing duet. Taking down Kyle. Serving up a kill to 40. And now
Transportnya yang
Flap
ganyang.
That's a double. Mid lane
Double and double.
3 defenders left. Falcons are
Wih,
railing
gedem.
as the
Gedemnya nih.
Liquid slowly but surely
Ada.
take out
Amanan aja.
Oakland is holding on.
Iya.
Liquid
Match
at
point.
match point.
Kelas. Oke. Kita lanjut. Ntar lagi. Kita break terlebih dahulu, brother. Bye. Kita lanjut. Ada grafik di game yang ke 6. Taratia PH
For a
lawan
team when Sora
Falcon.
goes up
Grand
against a team
final
with a
MPL
Phobius.
PH.
With how long a Phobius can buy time for the rest of the team, Sora might not get the help it needs.
Siapa? Joe.
A Joe for JP.
The Cho,
Joe JP ya.
man, this combination, having the Cho and the Phobius,
Queen.
were big components
Joe
of their
JP
win
seram sih.
against Onyx.
If they want a big box and a lot of crowd control, you consider either Batang or Atlas. And then for Flap, you have to get Burst. Get the Lapu or maybe even consider something like a Yuzhong.
Jam beberapa
So
jam
my
jam
recommendation is
stream.
Yuzhong Atlas, Yuzhong Batang. Getting a Ka lead to try and match the rotational speed of the Cho
Kill.
might not be enough for your team. And for the love of all that is good, put that Guinevere in the jungle.
Yeah,
This is
we're
where we
gonna
find out.
Yeah.
This is where it happens.
A couple seconds will tell us where they're going. You get the thumbs up from
Okay,
Ogwin. It
let's
is.
see.
So Hylos will be the roam for Ogwin. Flap will get the Lapu Lapu. And we've got the Guinevere in the jungle.
Aman
So
aja.
it's, very similar to combo and execution to when they went to
Hylos.
2-2.
Yeah.
So a little more hope for Falcons here.
I definitely like this a lot more. What's the answer going to be in the mid lane for Team Liquid? They could simply just go the Gord, but they're going to go the Jushin instead, providing them with one of the strongest
Jushin
mid lane
lagi, Cok.
picks, if not the
Sanji,
strongest
Sanji.
hero for that role.
Cho and Jushin don't get the combo, but the Cho and Harley does.
Gas.
It's up in the air.
Okay.
It'll all boil down to
Draft
the first
index.
two
Got
turtles.
low. Oke,
Whoever
inilah
gets
dia
those, and how it
match
looks after
ke-6
will be the winner.
antara
Will it be
MPH
Liquid
melawan
ending it
Falcon.
here in 6 or
Grand
will
Final
Falcons
MPL
force a
PH
fated
Season
game number
17.
7?
Man, we need
Apakah
that game 7 Team
MPH
Falcons.
berhasil
I feel like this
mengamankan
draft was the
gelar
one that
juara
they
lagi,
needed. Let's see if we can make it
atau
to the
Falcon
full
memaksa
series.
ke game
It
yang
all starts here because right now, after the stomp that Team Liquid
langsung
had in the
saja
previous
kita
game, they
saksikan.
are riding into the land of dawn on
Joe
momentum for
JP
this
Joe
one.
seram.
So will they continue it forward, or will we see the Falcons once again soar higher?
Grand Final.
Marco and Teddy. We go back into the last two players that made the walkouts for their
Marco.
teams. How they'll manage the laning and how they'll manage the eventual mid-game power spike. Master Assassin for Super Marco. Expected a Festival of Blood for Teddy. Cause Gwyn jungle will get faster access to cooldowns
Yep.
after
Okay.
using the ultimate, but there are two purifies on the side of Liquid. And it's the main targets for this Guinevere, that Jushin and that Claude. Meanwhile, Marco is the only one packing a Purify for the team, but there's a good amount of CC immunity built into the Falcons lineup as well.
Yeah, even with this.
Ooh,
Oh, little.
forgets Crab. And he spams TP. You don't see it on screen, but you see it on the map.
Whoa!
Mid lane. Gonna drag him back.
Aman aja.
Trying to get out of here. JP secures it. And a flicker out of Haji. Might go down.
Haji.
And Carl finds him. The GOAT is
Rico.
bloodthirsty.
Kena
One
pressure
kick
again.
from JP, and that's not even the way of the
Fix
dragon. It
nggak
was
sih?
just
Juara
literally
sih.
an attack. And you've got 2 kills now for Team Liquid.
A mishandling of the trade. Carl Teasy, after going full
Gokil, Bre.
orange side clear, shows up.
Yang 1000
Exchanges
beda
basic
bro.
attacks, and he shows up just at the right time as Sanji and JP layered their crowd control together. Who in 2026 shows a Genflix Aerowolf emote? That is
That's
deep
elite,
cut.
that's elite ball knowledge right
That's
there.
elite ball knowledge.
I wish I had that knowledge. Now I do. Thank you.
Those were the times, Joseph.
Those were the times.
Very old ID team.
So now with this lead, Turtles up,
Damn.
first one of the game. Team Falcons is looking like they want to go ahead and
Buat
grab
gua.
control of it. TL, want to contest?
nggak bisa
JP,
masuk buat.
relying on the G Kundo here.
It's him against 4 members of Falcons. In comes Sanji with a Crimson Beacon.
Waduh,
We have helped Kyle
waduh.
secure. Turtle goes over to Falcons, and Sanji gets taken down. They trade for Kyle. Now Open caught inside RWM by Haji. In comes the
King.
dunk from 40, and 40 gets taken down by Open. Carl takes down down the big horse and SOD. No one home. Falcons win, but just barely.
Yeah, Kyle had to use his Violet Requiem. Teddy blazing to win, and they are gonna
This
steal
bit,
the purple
Teddy.
away.
Kyle is hungry. That's his lunch money.
What a perfect play there by Liquid,
Dapat
but Haji
Haji.
got the last hit. Void Blast from the Eve.
Haji says thanks.
Carl
Dapat
didn't have the
is
retribution, so it went from bad to good.
Yeah.
aman
Not too
aja.
bad. This gives Haji a little bit of a advantage in the mid.
Oh, they
Oh.
don't pile on a Sanji. He purifies, but he gets taken down still. Now JP, tail end of the bravest fighter dodged. Falcons pick off.
That is Onyx-esque in how they executed that. They found the pickoff right away, forced out the Purify from Sanji, but Sanji already took too much damage.
Aman
The
aja.
aggression. Falcons needs to keep this up if they want to force game number 7.
Yeah. Just when you thought, you know, Team Liquid was pressing on that same pedal that they've seen in game 1, 2, and even the previous game 5, they get to this point where Team Falcons has responded. That's great for them. They made the adjustments they needed. Super Marco's been able to go ahead and just farm up in his lane. He did throw out an SOD earlier. I'm not sure if he would have followed that up or not, but still, part of this game plan from Team Falcons has been leaning towards Haji, leaning towards Super Marco later in the game, and that's still a potential here on this Moscom.
Guinevere has been one of the signature picks for Falcons this season. Often banned. Early on, it showed up as a surprise pick that ended up working out really well. Flap had to use the bravest fighter for the CC immunity so that, for that little jump, so that he would not get caught by Liquid, and he is safe.
Oh, in comes Kyle, forcing a blazing duet from Tene. He lives. Didn't even need to use the Purify.
Yeah, that's going to be Turtle going to Team Liquid,
Yes.
but now Falcons have to trade it up for the tower up top. How much will they get? Seems like not much.
In comes Sanji.
Ah.
RWM, Carl DG secures the turtle off camera. Haji swiping away. Ogwin comes through. Last minute. Glorious pathway, forcing a Crimson Beacon out of Sanji. No dice for Falcons.
Okay, so they trade for
Dah balik
objectives.
gini.
TL doesn't end up losing anybody off of that, but there was definitely an attempt from Team Falcons. They just couldn't capitalize on the kill, so it's pretty much an even trade.
I'd rather have this than them overextend and end up with nothing either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good thing also that Teddy didn't need to use his Purify the last one, just the raw power
Nah, juga pakai
blazing
Harley.
duet, Fighter Emblem Festival of Blood, keeping himself alive through raw lifesteal and spell spam.
And I think just the movement speed that he got just allowed him to get out of dodge.
Yeah.
Good moves here on both sides right now. Team Falcons just slowly cooking with this lineup.
700 gold lead now for Super Marco, so that rotation from the Falcons ended up helping their cause. They want to get their Moscow out of this lane quick.
They want to get him out here quick.
Yes.
Part of that is just continuing to let Super Marco do this. Again, I think even if he lands the SODs in the last turtle, it depends, you know, he's right there on that side of the map. If he has an opening, he'll take it. If not, he continues to scale up on the Moskov. So far, though, your advantage is fighting around Haji, potentially Kyle's threat. Like this.
Requiem finds JP.
JP.
But JP does live. Oh, Haji with the RWM clutch today. Defensive use of the BMI. A pickoff is a pickoff.
Carl TZ almost got taken down. If Falcons got that, that would be a snowball start. But they did get JP. They use a lot of abilities for that, though. And again, the Gwyn, so fearsome in the jungle.
Yeah, that's the threat that we're looking for here.
The real deal.
Oh, wow, nice Spear of Misery.
Massive by Marco, and they didn't even overcommit. They just wanted the turret. Now Carl DZ coming in. Teddy and JP looking for targets. Ogwin holding it down. Ogwin gets taken down here. Carl secures.
So that gives them a clear sign to go ahead and secure the last turtle of the game.
Yeah, a bit of a misplay there by Falcons. Liquid knew that Ogwin didn't have his revitalize yet. They were counting, they marked it, and they got turtle number 2.
Turtle 3.
Their second.
Their second turtle.
Oh, their second.
Is what I meant.
He was right.
You were right.
But also,
I am right. So we're all
Second.
right.
Yeah. We were talking.
Turtle kedua.
We're talking about the first 2 turtles, but it ended up becoming dead even because no one got a clear lead. But now this turtle 3, Falcons needs to start getting towers off the sides. That's how Teddy and Liquid were able to get one up top. So now it's going to be Kyle helping out Super Marco to break this. Just a trade. Yet again, on top lane.
Oh yeah, they're gonna trade. Teddy just does a bit of damage that one, but that will be the tier 1 falling.
That's a lot of minions, man. Even with the damage reduction of the turret, it still took out way too much health.
Oh, and Flap is taking his time. He doesn't trust the map. He doesn't know where JP is. nor Carl, so he's not sure if he wants to overcommit to the defense.
Look at JP right now, man. He's just behind
Aman
enemy
aja.
lines. Just taking a gander around.
One might say light-like.
Yeah, that's looks very light-like at this point. They want to go for this tier 1.
Oh my lord! Deadly Magic, it's Hanyu catches it.
Yep, they'll be alive though. A bit of a body block there by Ogwin. Kyle thinking about recalling back to base or staying in the pixel. And he makes the right call and goes back. As Liquid now have control of the river and the map, Falcons' time is running out for their mid-game. But their time comes back online for the late game through their Moskov and their Eve.
Yeah,
Guys,
that's what they're playing here for. Tier 1 going to be worked on again. TL playing around this advantage of mobility where Team Falcons is setting up Kyle won't land. Whoa!
Dear
Oh.
Lord!
I think
Marco put within an inch of his health. He stays. Ballsy.
Same area where Marco spotted out Carl TZ when it was the carry versus the YSS.
Carry versus Harley.
Harley, there, thank you.
Look at Teddy.
ayo, Delpits, juara lah.
Marco's getting there.
Yeah,
Flying clouds.
Falcons are lost in their own jungle and in their own side of the river because of the threat of the Cho and how fast it can rotate.
Yes,
they really cannot
yes.
read the rotations of Liquid.
They don't trust it.
Oh.
Bravest Fighter from Flap, forcing one from Sanji. And now in comes the Bravest
Oh.
Fighter, blazing the way to
Aman aja.
Teddy trying to deal some damage. Sanford caught through. Does flicker out.
That's a great pick. This is the Lord up. Carl TZ's still up though, so Team Falcons, even with taking out Sanji, they still have to be cautious.
They see Harley.
Just
Oh.
like against Onyx. As long as they pick
Aja.
off the Zushin, they are ready to go. Lord here,
Wih,
within a
kok
tenth of his
udah
health.
ulti, Gwyn?
And Kyle secures. Oakwood will
Tapi
get
rata,
picked
Cok.
up though. JP taken down.
Enggak.
Flap is wailing
Rata
away.
sih, Harley.
Will get taken
Ampun.
down here. And now Carl and Teddy. Kyle with the setup and the freeze. Oh, he
Kelas.
gets taken down here. Pyrrhic victory for
Dapat mid.
Falcons.
They get the Lord, but they lost too much. Liquid with the pedal on the gas. Falcons tried to get some kills, but Liquid were able to sidestep and survive. The Lord, though, will still be able to get out of the Falcons' base. It spawns now. While Flap is back in 5, Kyle is back in 11. Falcons will be able to push out.
6 games in. One thing is true.
Yeah.
Wih.
If the, RWM plus the SOD and the SOM.
Ngeri
Hanyu
banget.
Carl falls. Traded out for.
Up,
Looking for
mati
more.
dong itu
Super
Super Marco.
Marco here. That's too much pressure. He
Kelas.
flips back. Dodges back rather, but it's too much.
Hmm,
And there's
mamam
not much
tuh
of a punish
Sanji.
from
Esquin one,
Falcons
Cok.
as they get run through by
Rata.
Liquid. Sanji with a
Mana
Crimson
aja.
Beacon. Infernal pursued by Sanford. They both just live.
Mati.
And the
Kelas, Sanji.
from the chef.
One
Tengok
thing
nih,
is true, that might have been an overstep.
They got the Harley, but it cost them too much. Still, the members of
Ada yang
Falcons will
balik.
return, and this Lord will get the charge and pop the passive. In the big picture of the macro, it works out for Falcons. In the small picture of the gold, in terms of the outplays, Carl TZ is 3 levels ahead of Kyle.
But that never stopped
True
Falcons.
level.
Yeah.
More than once in this series,
Udah level
Kyle stepped
15
up
dia, Cok.
and knew that it was
Hari-hari
all about
bohat.
utility. And if there's a way for Falcons to slow this down, that's what they got to do. Time and again in this series alone, you've seen as long as it's slow and steady,
Yep.
Falcons win. But if it happens in the blink of an eye, even if it's Falcons who engages,
Initiates.
and initiates, Liquid wins.
Oh, look at
Kelas.
this.
Them into this.
That's a
Tabrak.
kick. Onto Ogun,
Tabrak masuk.
defensively. SOM into the wall. A lot of damage coming in from Marco.
Tapi
Now
aman
takes down
aja.
JP. Sanji with the Crimson
Support
Beacon.
kuat.
Compromising Super Marco.
Support
Today
kuat.
with a blazing
Kelas.
duet.
Blazing duet.
Taking down Ogun as well. 2 for a none.
Kelas.
Make it a 3 for 1. Today with a
Lewat,
triple.
lewat.
Sanji
Kelas.
finds Marco. 4 for 1.
Rata. Maniac Teddy.
Today is a maniac.
The minion waves are
Juara.
far, but this Liquid
Bisa nggak mid,
have the damage. This
15
Liquid have the
cepat.
speed to
13,
march through
12.
the mid and into immortality.
They're taking
Enggak
it
sih,
down
guys.
to the tier
Belum
2 turret.
Ah,
Couple
ada.
seconds for Team Falcons to come up. JP will immortality
Nggak
take
bisa.
this turret.
Dah,
They'll just
bener-bener.
get that and
Bisa,
go
bener.
reset.
Jelek atas.
Slow it down. Liquid have demolished that
Waduh,
mid
mati
lane
dong
of the
JP.
ball. Now in comes the rest of Falcons. JP dashes on through.
Kelas mas JP.
Goes by SOD. Sanji does use the
Gila,
Crimson
Cok.
Beacon to revive Super Marco.
Super Marco
In the
ya.
cave, blazing duet.
Wih,
BM
kelas.
through. And
Apa nih cok kerangnya? Kelas. Wah, udahlah dimainin buat ini cok. Cok buat. Teddy ngeri cok. Teddy.
But it's two members of Falcons who fall. But Falcons also made the right call. But Liquid got the counter. It's not over yet. They're still fighting. This is why they're the Titans.
Oh man, this spear and a great beacon from Sanji. But look at that, Teddy there for the team.
Cross goal.
And comes out swinging.
Kena reward manipulation.
Still could be anyone's game, folks. But the map is blue. And I'm not talking about the color of the Falcons towers. I'm talking about Liquid. Still in control, but Falcons, they're not going down without a fight. They keep on fighting. Marco has SOD.
Oh, this is deadly dance. Lord here at attentive health. Kyle comes in. Teddy secures Glory's pathway. In comes Teddy. And there's a Requiem, but no follow through. Owen here is going to get taken down. Sanji gets in. Kyle taken out. Teddy finds another. What's Marco thinking? Chubby wave down bottom. Oh, they sent Sanford back to defend.
Falcons needs to withstand this. Haji didn't use his real-world manipulation, so we'll have it with him. But Kyle and Ogwin are down for too long. And it's 5 against 3. The 4 horsemen and their Teddy. Liquid and the cavalry are feeling it.
Liquid, juara. Liquid, memang Liquid juara.
There's the RWM.
Gas.
Standing. Sanji taking a lot of damage. With full stops.
Champion brother. Pitch.
By the cavalry. Going back.
Congratulations, Telpitch. Back to back champion.
MPL Philippines Season 17 champions.
We are all witness to a
Back to
legacy
back.
that will withstand the test of ages.
Class.
Emulated, never to be replicated. Their fierce gallop into immortality will echo forever. Team Liquid PH are the greatest
Oke, mungkin kita aja main.
time.
Sekian dulu streaming kali ini. Selamat bertemu di live berikut. Bye bye.